What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Been staying up a little late. Been working on. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Been working on the Smart Rider Crew. Just launched it last week. Shoot, when did I launch it? Let's take a look. It's the rock form recap of the week. When did I launch it? I don't even know. Last week. It had to have been last week. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Darth Jader, how you doing? Yeah, I just launched it Wednesday last week. We have the online motorcycle crew that I've been trying to get going. So I sent out group invites to everybody that was a part of the Smart Rider crew on a different website and switched over to this different platform. Much better. I'm excited about it. We get to chat in there. Lots of cool people in here. We have 219 people in there, or at least that's how many followers I have. 216 people. 3 of them are online right now, actually. And it's pretty cool. Colin, I noticed that you're in there. Like, we have a lot of the green names in there. So if you were a part of the Smart Rider crew on a different website and you're not in here, I sent an email out. So make sure you check your emails. And I also sent an email out to a ton of people that purchased a book, any of the books, basically, on the website. So you should have gotten a free invite forever. But right now, it's being opened up to everyone else while I was able to get everything situated. We got 216 members in there. And I just, open it up to everybody. So let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to just teleport. 3, 2, 1. There we are. So I just want to explain a few things about the crew so far. It's kind of like the Discord. It's a little bit like the Discord, but this is a paid membership. And the reason why I want to do that is because I can dedicate much more time to less people. Usually, like, when you have to buy something, you're like, there's less people that want to buy, and really that kind of makes it to where I can focus heavily on those people, and I could just stick to this. And I think the Discord's a lot of fun for just anybody to join. So that's free if you want to join Discord. But this right here, it's pretty cool because when it comes to the classroom, I'm on the wrong one. There we go. I'm on a separate thing. There's a classroom. Okay, so this is my view because I can add a new course and whatnot. We can do the start here. Basically, you start here. It's like set up your profile, do everything you can, introduce yourself, write something in the chat, how this crew works. We're gonna go ahead and talk about training, and it's a social feed, so we can have some fun in there. And then engage. There's a whole leaderboard thing. It's pretty cool. The more you post and people like your stuff, you get to rank up. And I am a level 5 Smart Rider. Boom, boom. So I'm finally there. But I'm working on posting more, getting more likes and whatnot. So there's the classroom. And the cool thing, the reason why it's paid, and I didn't want to make it to you got to gatekeep people from chatting. No, there's a 7-day free trial. So you can chat, you can check it out. You can always leave whenever you want. It's perfectly fine. The reason why it's paid is because I have digital downloads. So this was Tremoto. I saw him in the chat. How you doing, man? This has, the MSU presentation that we did together. So pretty cool. Really enjoyed that. And then it has the rescue card, front, back, and the PDF download. So, I mean, these are things that there's not even a rescue booklet on the store right now. So this is for members. Then the Riding Smart PDF, so you can get the PDF, the Smart Rider drill. So just these two right here is $70. So, I mean, like, if you sign up, you immediately get almost all your money back. And then How to Buy Motorcycles, also a paid thing on the shop. So there's that, okay? Fine, there's that. But the cool thing, let me get my phone out, because rock form recap. And I'm going to be promoting this in today's live stream because there's a lot of cool things. I just want to kind of go through everything. So on the app is the same thing. So make sure you download the app. The app looks exactly like this. So if I click Classroom, this is what the app looks like. So it says start here and whatnot. And there's green, so that's why it's invisible. But if I click, all the things that are invisible are green check marks, as you can tell right there. So there's that, right? So if I click one of them, the reason why they're green is because I check marked that I completed it. So it has all the videos inside the app itself. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't have audio because I have it hooked up to my headphones over there, but it's pretty cool. It has all the audio, and then you can actually click next. It's basically like an app for training. And then same thing. So part of the Smart Writer drills that I was doing with the shop was that it was a PDF, so you can download on your phone. I've been showing you guys that for a long time. So the same thing. There's you can pick which drill you want to do, and it has the video inside of it already. So you don't have to click the QR code, go to do some crazy stuff, and it's an app, so it's on your phone, and you have the pattern right there. You have the pattern right there. So the same thing. You put your phone on your handlebar mount, and you can click that you did it. So let's go ahead and unclick it. So on the very top, come on. On the very top, the little check mark, I can click that I did it. It's going to turn invisible because it's green. And you can mark that you actually did it, and you just click next. So it's pretty cool. It's basically, it gives me an app for the drills. So you can put it on your handlebars easy. And there's so much. There's discussions, which we're going to go over one because there's a great question here. Same thing, I can do live streams on here. So I can set up calendars so we can do, we're going to do a weekly private live streams and crew hangouts for the crew. But yeah, it's an online motorcycle club that I wanted to develop for all of us so we can all hang out. And yeah, it's $99 a year, 7-day free trial. So you can sign up, you can leave if you don't like it. But the thing is that it is a paid thing. So right here, this is what it looks like. These are all the things you get if you pay. So the people that are in there right now, you automatically get it if you're level 3. And I'm going to show you real quick. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to do view as a member. So everything is locked behind a level 3. Okay, now what does that mean? And I think I should probably just do a video on this anyways for everyone in the membership. What does that mean? So let's go ahead and go over here. Let's go over to leaderboards. So remember when I was telling you about the leaderboards? So you have to be a level 3 probie to unlock everything. Okay, so right now that's 2% of the members because you have to start commenting. But basically, so if you comment, you get a like on your post, you make a post, you get a like. All you have to do is get 20 likes. 20 likes. And then boom, you got it. So if you can do that within 7 days, good for you. That's awesome. Or you can pay the membership fee and you get instant access to all of it. So if you're currently on here as a smart rider and you're not a paid member, just keep posting and you're automatically going to get all of this stuff at level 3. Okay. So I like other people's stuff. Everyone here like each other's stuff, post, do all that stuff. That's how you can get these things. But yeah, if you're a premium member, you automatically get it all. That's what it looks like. This is my view. So it's a lot of fun. We have some great community stuff in here. So we actually have a question here, which the cool thing is I can actually do a video response. And I actually did a video response in one of these. It's going to be hard to find because we have so many people commenting. But let's go ahead and just do a quick little video response to Gert. Okay, let's do a quick one right there. So I'm going to hit that record button. So I'm going to try to do something like this for everyone that has a good comment. So first, let's go ahead and read it. So today was my first ride again since a couple weeks due to the snow and ice on the roads here in Belgium lately. So, a little rusty, right? As a recently new rider, I don't have much experience except for driving lessons for 125cc and practice from Dan. So the smart riding drill. So perfect. We're getting the skills down, everything like that. Practice parking lot, able to do the corners focus, do the right movements. Okay, it's very skill-based. But once I get in traffic, I need to do some maneuvers at intersections. I kind of feel lost sometimes, and I think it has to do with a couple things. So hopefully, Gert, you don't mind me doing this. This is perfect for everyone. You're going to help a lot of people because a lot of people have the same problem. I don't know in what gear I need to be before making a turn. Typically second gear for me. I'm going to hit record before I answer these. I'm just giving you guys some rundown. I sometimes downshift, but then I slow down too much, followed by increasing throttle. That makes an unstable movement in bike. Yeah, that will. I don't know exactly if you slow down before an intersection, if you downshift one by one, releasing the clutch in between, or keep the clutch pressed in and downshift to 1 while braking. So guys, write in the comments too what you guys think too. Because this is what we do. Like there's been a lot of people in the Smart Rider crew that will post, hey, I have a problem. And then before I even can get to it, there's a bunch of us in there that are giving good insight, good tips and everything because there's a range of new riders and more experienced riders. So it's really cool. I really want to improve my driving, be able to drive smoothly all the time, but I don't know where to start. Okay. So I want to show you guys like kind of like what I do here. So I'm going to hit the record button real quick. So, hey, how you doing, Gert? So right here, I'm noticing that you're in the parking lot and you are focusing heavily on getting that skill down. So you got the skills down. The moment we add traffic in, it starts to almost too much bandwidth. So if we know anything about computers, download speed, upload speed, all that stuff, it's just too much information going in and out that it starts throttling. That's a weird word to use, but it starts messing things up. That's usually because we're adding traffic to everything. So I don't know what gear I need to be before making a turn. I sometimes downshift, but when I slow down too much, followed by increasing throttle, what makes an unstable movement on the bike? So what's happening there is, you're jostling the bike with some inputs. So braking down a little bit too slow, then you have to give some speed. So it's kind of doing this to you, right? So what I typically do, and I think that's going to be your second question, is that you downshift. Is that I downshift to about second gear if I'm still traveling. So I'm going, let's say I'm making a right-handed turn or even a left-handed turn. I'll downshift to second, maybe third for a left-handed turn. So I'm downshifting from like whatever it was, fourth or fifth, down and down, down, down until second. And I go about 20 miles per hour. And I believe that is roughly 20 to 30 kilometers per hour. Because I know that you're not in the United States because you're in Belgium. So I'm assuming kilometers per hour. So I downshift to that point. And that's going to make it to where I'm easily going through the turn. Okay, so you're going to have to get used to that. I don't mess with friction zone too much at all on right-handed or left-handed turns. I just give it a tiny bit of throttle going through the turn there. I don't know exactly if you slow down before an intersection. Yes, I do. If you downshift one by one, yes, I do. Before the intersection's coming up, I know I'm going to have to make the left-handed turn, or I know I'm going to have to make a right-handed turn. So I know that I'm going to be downshifting before the intersection to get into that second gear. And for you, like I said, it's probably going to be about 30 kilometers per hour for the turn, roughly for the turn. So that's what I do. And I don't downshift to first gear. I don't do that. The only time I'm in first gear is from a stop to go. So if you want to improve your driving, drive smoothly all the time, that's pretty much what I do. I go down to 30 kilometers per hour for you. And so what you can do in this situation is that you're coming up, let's say you're going to do a right-handed turn, right? You're coming to an intersection, right-handed turn. So it's kind of a sharper turn. I don't know if it's switched over for the United States and Belgium. I'm assuming right-handed turns for me is going to be like more of that sharp-handed turn. So play with that a little bit. But basically what I'm doing is I see the intersection. I know I'm going to have to make a right-handed turn. I'm downshifting from fourth gear or whatever down to second gear. And for you, what I would be doing is looking at your speedometer and be like, okay, I'm close to 30 kilometers per hour. Let me maintain this 30 kilometers per hour and then go through the turn. Make sure you look through the turn. Make sure you turn the handlebars, do your counter steering, do everything you can to get through that turn. So aim for 25 to 30 kilometers per hour on your speedometer when you make that turn. Try that out. Okay, this is the first step. Try that out a few times. See how that works for you. And you're going to find minor improvements after that. So come back to this and let me know how that went. And we're going to go ahead and move on to possibly some refinement to those turns. So hopefully that helped you out, man. Hopefully that helped you out. So that's right there is what I would do for the crew. And so the cool thing is I can add a YouTube video or my own video. So I just recorded that. And so what I'm going to do is let's go to my recordings. And the cool thing is I can just drag and drop and it's going to go ahead and upload it. So this is what I want to do for the Smart Rider crew is that be able to showcase some of these things. And we have a few crashes and close calls. So there is, while that's uploading, I'm going to bring this other one up here. So we have a crash and close call section. So some of you guys have been asking, what do I do? Like, hey, I have a crash and close call. Can you review it? And so what I want to be able to do for the Smart Rider crew is dedicate my time to reviewing your crashes and close calls as you have them. And it'll be very simple, very easy, just like I just showed you, and be able to do it. So we have a crash and close call here. Same thing. Okay, so Moto Gaga, if you're in the chat, I don't know if you are or not, but thank you for being part of the crew. But that's what I'm going to be doing. So if you want to join the Smart Rider crew, please do so. See right here. So I just hit comment, and boom, he's got the video. It's probably still processing, but yeah, there's no audio right now. So because I don't have it set up. So yeah, I hope you guys join up, and yeah, let's have some fun there. So come and join the crew. 7-day free trial. Check it out. See what you like. See what it's all about. But yeah, there it is. So let's see. The crew's all. You're welcome, Colin. You're welcome. Can't complain. Put in my frame sliders. Oh, very nice. So, writer recap, guys. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. All right. I want to make sure that that video actually had audio because that would be terrible if it didn't. For some reason, let's see. Does this have audio? Yeah, that has audio. That has audio. Let me double check. So, writer recap. Let's see. Yep, that has audio. All right, I'm gonna have to put that earpiece away. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. We're gonna get started with some crashes and close calls real soon. Real soon. So what did we get done last week? What did we get done? Well, not much other than like I said, I had therapy before the last live stream, and then I launched the Smart Rider Crew. That's what I've been focusing on heavily is the Smart Rider Crew. We got 216 members in there right now, 6 of them online. That's pretty cool. Everyone's at work, so there's that. But right in the chat, I'm gonna play some music. I'm gonna put this away real quick. Be right back. We got some of that music going. All right, let's hit pause. There we go. That's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. All right. So 45 of you in class, but 48 of you in class, but only 25 likes, guys. You can't get a slice of pizza if you don't hit that like button. You got to hit that like button to get a slice of pizza. Come on now. Number 16 showing for my like. Nice. I see 26. So like I think the likes don't update for you automatically. They update for me automatically on my side of the screen. So this is what it looks like on my side of the screen. That's what it looks like on mine. So 28 likes. 28 like. Oh, are we gonna let's do this. Oh. There it is. But yeah, 29 likes, 48, 46 of you in the class. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. We have 3 videos today. 3 videos. One old. MotoStars just came out with this one today, 3 hours ago. This one was 6 days ago, so right after the live stream went up. It's not going to show what we have, but this one, his older videos has an intro. Let's see what we have in the oldest video. It's going to be the 3rd one today. Oh, there's a crash. Oh, we hit a mirror. That doesn't look fun. All right, so we're going to go back. Let's get back to this one. We got a crash video. So yeah, join the Smart Rider Crew, guys. Join it. 7-day free trial. Check it out. It would be awesome to have you. Awesome to have you. We have active members in there. I'm gonna have the more people we have in there, the more people we can help each other out, and you actually get a bunch of stuff. Dead tired. Uh-oh. Horovac's dead tired. Are you gonna be grumpy today, Horovac? Are you gonna be grumpy? Hope so. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I don't hope you're grumpy. How's everybody's week been? Write in the comments what you guys, or write in the chat what you guys been up to this week. What have you been up to this week since the last live stream? Anybody do any motorcycle riding? Anybody go to any concerts? Anybody have some amazing dinners? Anybody do some amazing things? Or just relax. That's also a good thing because sometimes we need to have that little relaxation. 33 of you are getting a slice of pizza. You got to hit that like button. Got to hit that like button. I try to write as much as I can. How you doing? Grumpy for real since you Well, hopefully, you know what? Let's laugh and enjoy other people not really riding well. We'll do that at least today. Either I have COVID or my allergies are killing me. Allergies have been nuts for my girlfriend lately because it's been windy. I burned my coat I've had and loved for oh no. I've been given an opportunity to study, so I've been applying for courses. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, we still like you. We still like you, Horovac. Not much writing this week. Went to South Texas to see friends. Been working on knitting, crochet, sewing to keep my creative side brewing. Keep away from the depressies that way. Yeah, that's a great way of doing it. Keep your mind active and everything. Pizza money. Oh, Crimson Driver. Thank you so much for the super chat. Got some pizza. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm gonna hit that like. I'm gonna hit that like. Can I like it? There we go. It's liked. Yeah, the one thing I've been trying to think about doing is like, I mean, I'm watching a lot of Netflix and stuff lately. Like once 6 o'clock happens, 6 to like 9 p.m., I'm like watching TV. I'm thinking about getting like a puzzle and just like dedicating an hour to it. You know, if anything, I should probably read. There you go. I should probably read for like 30 minutes at least. Got a really bad toothache, came here to feel better. Oh no. Do you have an appointment? I had a hot tooth once. If anybody knows what that is. That is the worst thing ever. Like, I had to have a cold pack on my face, and I got like an emergency dental appointment. I had some rough. I never understood like why people would put like a cold pack on their face until I actually had that problem. I'm like, oh, it instantly like removes the pain. But yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Who puts a hot heater right under a public coat rack? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've been going showroom hopping, planning to get my first bike this week, the Husqvarna Svartbillen 401. Yeah, I heard that's a great bike. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. I've seen that bike. I remember when it first came out, and I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty." All right, guys, we're gonna get started pretty soon. That way we can get some people in. We'll chat a little bit between the videos like we always do. Hopefully everyone's doing fine. But we're going to jump right into this first one. We got to hit that record button. You know how that goes. We are going to promote the Smart Rider crew. So let's go ahead and get that situated. There we go. There it is. Today, clean and adjusted my bike chain. Very good. That's important. I need to do that. I need to take the bike out. It's been pretty cold lately, about 40 degrees in the morning. It's like 30 overnight. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into this one. We have ride the frequency. Okay, so we have to merge back into our lane or into a new lane. That lane is ending. Oh, uncommon thing. People are freaking out. Good swerve. I'm glad that truck was able to stop. Probably saw that motorcyclist coming. So let's take a look and see what happened there. And one sec. Let's go back. Let's see what happened here. Let's go back even more. So we're coming up to here, line of sight issue, whatever it is. You know, we're having to merge over. We're going to pass them and do this. Did a nice little head check right there. So we see the vehicles in front of us. Kind of hard to see, but we can see them. One of them's kind of turned to the left. Kind of weird. All of a sudden does that. So they're swerving out of the way. Uh-oh. This isn't good. I'm in the lane. They're swerving out of the lane or swerving out of the way in the same lane. So we're going to do that. We see the truck now moving. Where's our escape path? So that's going to be the biggest thing here is like at this point, because we're planning a ride, it's like, where's the escape? Do I go left? That vehicle's there. I could probably sneak through. Hopefully they don't keep moving. I could swerve right. I have multiple lanes, but I got that big truck kind of in a bad spot. And so we come up to here. It does a nice swerve. Thankfully, the truck stopped and it didn't keep going because we would have had to swerve harder and then hopefully make that little gap. So we're in a very lucky situation here. Did a swerve, can't go into the far right lane because we have that truck in the way and goes around. Let's see what actually happened. So obviously there's some debris on the road. I saw a part of a brake light. So somebody did impact. So there's a piece of a brake light right there on the ground. So somebody impacted that vehicle. Can't really see much, but it was a good swerve. Very lucky that it was able to make it out of it. And typically in this situation, that truck would have kept going. We would have hit the side of it. That kind of sucks. But good job. Good job. Let's see what happens next. All right, sharp right turn. You said 15 miles an hour, sharp right turn. We're going 40 something. Going a little fast on it. Managed it. Let's do a little power wheelie. What's this turn look like? I don't know, but I was going a little too fast. And there's the impact. Crushed his genitalia, his balls. Yeah. Oh, God, what the freaking hurts? Yeah, so what happened here, everybody? What happened here? Okay, so we made a right-handed, sharp turn, right? We had a sharp turn coming up. sharp right turn, 15 miles per hour recommended. We did make it going 30. So we were going like 50 something here. Okay. He's going to slow down a little bit. It looks like he's using his rear brake. He's not even grabbing the front brake. So he's using his rear brake to slow down from 50 to 30. Very lucky in the middle of the turn, didn't lose traction on that rear tire. Very lucky. And now we're going to shift up. He has his hand on the clutch. He's going to shift up. We're going to go ahead and power wheelie it up. Let's see what we're at here. 54 miles per hour. Okay, very cool. There's no sign that says, hey, it's a sharp left turn. But you can see on the road how the road kind of disappears to the left. That indicates there's a turn. Now, part of plan is to locate hazardous situations. We know ourselves we're not going to do wheelies like that. As smart riders, we're not going to do that. But let's say we're just speeding up anyways, no wheelie, right? Speeding up, no wheelie. Now we have a turn coming up. Oh, crap. What do we do? Well, you got to do some braking right here. Front brake, not rear brake, front brake.
Oh.
He's not even doing that. He's maybe got his middle finger on it. And he's saying, oh, lost traction. See my butt moving? The loss of traction right there? That's going to be the rear brake being slammed again. So previous, we did a rear brake to slow down before a turn. We're doing rear brake to slow down here. You see how it becomes a problem? It's a training scar. We're so used to using the rear brake on easy little turns, but now when it comes to emergency, we're not trained to do the front brake. We're not trained to do emergency progressive braking. We're training ourselves to keep using that rear brake with the right foot. And now when it comes to panic, we slam it. We slam it. And, you know, car drivers typically, when they go to motorcycle riding, that's what they do, because in a car, you use your right foot to apply the brakes. So we made the same mistake here and went straight. Now we hit the ground, we crashed, and we hurt ourselves pretty bad. Now these are all things that we talk about all the time on the Smart Rider crew. Now this is an app. This is a part of school. This is going to be a big chat room with everyone, and you actually get a classroom with all my downloads, the Smart Rider drills, and the Riding Smart book, everything in there. So check it out. 7-day free trial. Become a member. Links can be in the description. We go over our own crashes and close calls, and I talk about them with all of you so we can make sure that we don't make these same mistakes. But we already know to locate this hazardous situation and not go super fast into a corner. All right, here we go. Wheelie weasel. Gonna gun it. Okay, we're going almost 90. You see how the front end's starting to get a little wispy, if that's even a word. So we should probably be slowing it down before the turn, and lost traction. So we're going really fast with possibly knobby tires. Okay, knobby tires are great when it comes to off-road because they have traction. They have little knobbies to grab, you know, the dirt and all the different areas, because when you lose traction, you don't want to have smooth tires on dirt. But we're going 80-something miles an hour. We slowed it down just a little bit, but now we're maintaining our speed at 65. Now, this is probably a 65, let's say 50, 60 miles an hour road, but we don't have the tire traction for it, okay? And we lost front end traction because right here, when I was saying is a little wispy, let's take a look. So when I was saying is a little wispy here, you see him gunning it. So what happens when you apply a lot of acceleration? That front end just kind of starts to lift up a little bit. Just starts to lift up a little bit. So watch the front end just kind of get almost like we're hydroplaning right there. See how it's just like, doesn't that look like the start of a speed wobble? Why do you think speed wobbles tend to happen? Because we're accelerating speed, going super fast, and all of a sudden the front end just starts doing this. Now, if you do it even more and you're speeding more, it's just going to start doing more. And all of a sudden now it's just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So we're pushing the bike to its absolute limit here. And it's a dirt bike, basically. So you have knobbies on it. So you don't even have traction in the first place. And so now we're coming into the corner super hard, and we dump the bike. And we hit the guardrail.
Did good.
See? Fun little Honda CRF. Pushed it to its limit. He's lucky to be alive. All right, here we go. I don't like being parked right here, guys. This is what I'm going to just say real quick. Park off to the sides. Either this side or this side. I wouldn't do this side just because like there's no escape. And it's going to be hard to get through there. Because if a car behind you is not paying attention, especially at night, they're probably going to hit you. I would rather be off to the sides over here in case I see in my mirrors a car is not slowing down. I can either gun it straight and do like a lane splitting type thing, or I can get into the next lane and gun it. Okay, that's why. I don't want to be behind a vehicle. I don't want to be sandwiched.
Behavior from the driver who starts reversing without checking.
And same thing here, reversing.
Simply drives away.
If you're off to the side, they're not going to hit you. Why would they reverse? Kind of a D-bag move. Maybe this is a right turn only lane, and they wanted to go straight. I don't understand.
Yeah, let's pull over.
Okay.
At least she asked. Typically, you see people come out and they like look at their bumper, and then they're like, "What'd you do?" That's usually what people do. So thankfully, she came out, asked him very specifically, "Are you okay?" And then she just, all right, we're gonna go and take care of things. So, dumb mistake. You know, she's at least kind enough.
Oh, there goes that. How's it going?
Car rear-ending me from behind, yeah, that's a big fear. It's scary. That's why I like to be off to the sides. She just takes off. Is she just taking off? I just gave her kudos. Whoa, she just straight took. I just told her, lady, I take it back. You're a piece of shit.
Hey, don't.
All right, here we go. We're watching a screen to watch a screen. Let's see what happens here. All right, so we have a group ride. Not paying attention, Oh. It's interesting to show a recording of the recording when we could, then we uploaded the recording of the recording to YouTube. So now we're watching the recording of a recording on MotoStars of the recording, and you're watching the recording of me on after the live stream that I'm Oh, what the heck is going on here? What the heck? All right, so what happened here? We're in a group ride. Okay, we're in a group ride, not paying attention, looking around, looked in the mirror real quick. That's all it takes. That's why you maintain a good space cushion. And in a group ride, you have to stay focused on the group ride. You just can't. You can't be looking around. You just can't be doing that. I get it, group rides, some places it's beautiful, it's fun. You're doing this, you're kind of chill. Everyone's kind of chill. Nothing bad's happening, getting a little complacent. Boom, boom, something bad happens. So we're coming up to here. So he sees that he's going to run into the motorcycle rider. Can't swerve left. He got a big truck coming. So we're slamming the brakes as best we can and moving off just a little bit. Just a little bit. So just that little bit was enough to not hit that motorcycle rider. And the other motorcycle rider saw it in his mirrors doing 360 situation awareness and was able to move out of the way. So good. All right, here we go. Okay, open lane pattern. You guys saw that? Did you guys see that? Let's not get mad. Let's move on. We handled it. We solved the problem. It's a close call, not a crash. Let's get a little muting on that because Lincoln Park's amazing, but it's also copyrighted. This right here is dumb. That's dumb. And Michael Bay did not direct this. There's not enough CGI in it. Okay, so let's take a look. So right here, what do we have? We have an open lane pattern. We have an open lane in the middle. Okay, this is where we're going. We have a vehicle in front of us stuck behind, even in the fast lane, stuck behind somebody. So they're going to see that open lane switch over. It's simple as that. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing right now. As this motorcycle rider, we see that we're stuck behind this vehicle. We see an open lane and our buddy took it. Let's just get with them, right? That's what we're going to do too. So we started doing that. We just started doing that. They have their indicator. Let's go back just a little bit. Let's get that indicator up on the screen. Come on. There it is. They have the indicator. All right, cool. We're staggered. That other guy's staggered with the car. Should be able to see that. Apply the brakes, let him in. Simple as that. But no, we wanted it. So moved over, stuck behind that vehicle, moved over just like we were. Okay. And we're just going to keep fighting for the lane. So if I was that motorcycle rider up ahead, if I was this dude right here, part of what we do on Riding Smart, and we have it on the Smart Rider crew, Riding Smart, okay, right there, okay, chapter 5, neighborhood riding, it's in there, you get a full course and everything. Emergency acceleration, emergency braking, emergency swerving. Those are the 3 things that you can do. So in this situation, what can we do? Emergency accelerate out into the other lane on the right. Simple as that. Get out of the way. What he's doing the fourth, there you go. The fourth thing that we do is act like idiots. Those are 3 things are the appropriate responses. The 4th thing is an idiot response. And that's either going to rev bomb, we're going to fight for the lane, we're going to hit mirrors, we're going to do all this stupid stuff. He's doing something stupid here. He's fighting for the lane. He's going to lose this fight. He's a tiny little object against a giant one. Law of gross tonnage, everybody. Get yourself out of there. Stop fighting for it. You can be angry all you want. But then we have us being dumb too. Okay, we're in the other lane. Not a big deal. We cut off the other driver. We're not going to take accountability for our behavior for doing something stupid to the guy behind us. So now that guy has to slam the brakes because he's thinking that we're going to be getting into a crash with a big vehicle. He doesn't want to run us over. So we're causing chaos here. Okay, one little thing, we're going to add more. Okay, stupid. It's really stupid. So now he's going to fight for the lane, get in the same lane as the other driver. The other driver has to scoot over because he doesn't want to hit him. And then what do? Something dumb. We hit the mirror. Guys, just... I don't want to say take a chill pill, but crap. If they make those, do it. All right. We have a sharp right turn, said recommended 35 miles per hour. And we couldn't navigate the turn. We were not going to navigate this other... Oh, my gosh. I was about to say we weren't going to... Oh, I was approaching a corner, and I expected to handle it. While I tried to lean as I usually do, I realized that the bigger pegs I installed do not allow me the clearance I am used to. So I off-road a bit. Or off-road I went. All right. If the pegs on your motorcycle are causing you not to be able to make the turn, then you need to learn. Simple as that. Is this the best way to learn? No. Is this the best way? Riding with, I think he's riding with a group. It looks like there's somebody up there. So let's go ahead and install new pegs and just do the exact same thing we always do when we install something completely different that's going to possibly mess us up. Okay, cool. That's one way to learn. It's not a way I want to learn. I'm going to take my bike out and do some fun little things after I do a new install and see what the new dynamics are. Simple. Every time you get on a new bike, whether you have your old bike and you install new things or it's just a straight up new bike, you want to practice different things with that new bike to you so that you understand the new things that are changing about your bike. Okay? Same thing with brakes, same thing with anything. New tires, you don't want to go crazy. So we're going up to here. He did go off-road, was not set up for this left turn. I thought he was going to crash, but he actually made it. So pretty cool. Yeah, pegs do fold a little bit too. Scared him probably. I wonder if he even scraped peg. I hear it. Yeah, okay, so he scraped peg. Interesting. All right, here we go. Ooh, look at the ground, everybody. Little road surface hazard.
In the middle of the lane,
looks like water.
A lot of dirt on the road. In the end, he completely loses control of the bike.
Oh, yeah, loss of traction. That right there was straight up loss of traction from a road surface hazard. So part of planning your ride, everybody, is that when you see anything, so usually we talk about other vehicles. Those are the ones that are going to be the problem for us for most of the time, okay? But when it's just us failing, it's usually a lack of navigating a corner by ourselves or a road surface hazard causing us to lose traction on the 2 little tires that we have, and then we dump the bike. So here, when it comes to locating hazardous situations, is that we're on a road that has a lot of water, basically. There's some water on the road. Simple as that. We're riding literally on a painted line that we all know from watching in these videos is that we lose traction with water on painted lines. Even just straight painted lines are pretty slippery. They don't put the aggregate. They don't put like that sand in it most of the time that makes it grippy. They just throw paint on it and it's smooth. Now add water on top of that, especially if it's latex paint or oil-based paint, water's just going to sit on top. So now you're just slip. So
in the end, he completely loses control of the bike.
And then it looks like, and it's hard because of the YouTube compression, there is some type of like dirt. So now dirt with paint, with water, muddy painted lines, that's even worse. So part of locating is seeing that this is a problem and we don't have to be splitting. We don't have to be doing any of this stuff. Just get in the lane and get into the areas where the tires from the vehicles are going over, and they're the ones that are going to be pushing all the stuff out of the way. So now you have a really good asphalt road portion versus riding on the painted lines with all these road surface hazards.
In the end, he completely
Don't do this. So what we're learning from this situation, so make sure you guys grab a slice of pizza, hit that like button and everything. What we're learning in this situation is that, hey, they crashed because of this situation. What can we do differently if we ever see this in our lives when we're riding? So hopefully you took some of that advice. Don't ride on the painted lines when it's wet. Obviously, there's mud because you're going to have a loss of traction. All right, nighttime riding. Oh, we're bouncing around. Yeah, wheelie time right in front of our buddy. And we hit our friend. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Did you see that? Did you see that? I mean, the crash itself was pretty bad. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There goes a shin. There goes his shin, his tib fib. Yeah. Yeah, was he the one that did the wheelie? Okay. Now, if it was his friend that hit his shin and broke his tib fib because the buddy ran into him and he's the one that's hurt, I'd be pissed. Natural consequence. Natural consequence here. Natural consequence. Yoink. There it is. All right, here we go. Nice, beautiful view. We're going to do wheelies. Nice open area. It's fine. Go ahead. Okay. We were practicing in our area. Maybe our neighbors are going to hate us for a bit. But at least we're not practicing like we were on the main road with a bunch of different hazards. So that's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. We're on a tiny little world. Okay. Pretty close. Can't see around the vehicle. We have a line of sight issue. Anybody gonna... I was gonna say anybody gonna come out at us, but...
Safe distance is so important.
Safe distance.
Not paying close attention and quickly learn a valuable lesson.
Perfect example. This is a great video when it comes to space cushion, everybody. Space cushions are so important. I teach that in the book. Join the Smart Rider Crew, 7-day free trial. You can take the course if you make it to level 3. But right here, perfect example, space cushion. Don't have a great one. We can't see around this vehicle. It's a line of sight issue. So we don't have a lot of time to react. So what I'm going to put up here is the total stopping distance. Perception, reaction, and then being able to stop. Okay, so we see that something's going to happen, perception. We start to reach for the front brake, reaction. The moment we apply the front brake until we stop is braking distance, braking time, braking distance. So there's the equation in order to stop for total stopping distance. If we don't have an amazing space cushion, or at least one that is enough for us to stop, by the time we see something's about to happen, and by the time we see and start to react, it might be too late. You need to have enough of a space cushion to perceive it, react to it, and stop in time. That's the whole point of a space cushion. And it could be perceiving something, and reacting might not be braking. Reacting could be swerving. Reacting could be emergency acceleration. So it really comes down to, I perceive a problem. I need to react in some way. I like the word respond better. I'm going to respond to something. And that something is those 3 things: emergency braking, emergency swerving, emergency acceleration. So those 3 parts of the equation, what's important? What's the most important, everybody? Write it in the comments. What's the most important out of perception, response, or reaction, and whatever the action is? 3, 2, 1, perception. Perception is the most important thing in motorcycle riding, or basically anything you do in this world. You need to be able to perceive what the real problem is so you can react or respond with a solution. That's so important. You can't just keep responding with solutions to problems that aren't even existent. And that is one of the parts of plan. First, you have to put yourself in a position for safety, and you have to locate and assess. Locate and assess. That's perception and getting real close to responding. navigation is the response. So you have to perceive. So I'm going to show you. You're going to see him real quick. So right here. Okay, we're going to do the... Oh, that's even a better view because it shows in the other one. So real quick, let's get up to here. So I'm going to try to make it slow. 25% speed. So this person slams the brakes. We still haven't perceived. Or maybe we're perceiving right now. We haven't reacted. We haven't responded yet. There's the response right there. Now, this is the amount of room we have to actually execute that plan. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of room. So since we don't have a lot of time, we don't have a lot of room, what can we do? We're going to fail. So as soon as he now grabs the brake, that's how much room we have. And there's the impact. And you're going to see it from the other point of view.
This is why keeping a safe distance is so important.
So slow speed, 25%. You're going to see his head move. Like, oh crap.
Paying close attention.
Yeah, okay. So there it is. He sees it. You see how he turned his head? Oh, there's the oh crap. You see the movement change? So he's like, oh crap. So he just now perceived it. And now there's the reaction. And this is the action of braking. You could swerve, brake, or emergency accelerate. Just not enough time. So maintaining a good space cushion, being able to see these hazards ahead of time. Now, what do I say when it comes to planning and when it comes to what we should be looking out for? Okay, locating hazardous situations. Intersections are hazardous situations. Corners are hazardous situations. Sides of the vehicle, all these different patterns can be hazardous situations. So when we see that there's an intersection coming up, let's remove the amount of time it takes for us to perceive. So we already know, hey, we know intersections are dangerous places. Boom, we just perceived it. So now that we perceived it, what can we do to minimize the perception, response, and then action? So we perceived it. Okay, got it, done. Response, cover the front brake. Look for escape paths. Find out all these different things. If nothing happens, cool, you found all these different things. But if something does happen, you already perceived it. You already have your fingers and everything ready for your response. And now all you have to do, if the moment it happens, respond. Moment it happens, respond. Moment it happens, respond. Not moment it happens, what do I do? Now I respond. You see how it takes longer? Focus on planning your ride. And that's part of chapter 4 and chapter 5 of the new book, The Riding Smart book. So check it. If you're a brand new rider, do this, grab this book, or join the crew and you get the digital and the whole course and everything. Spent a lot of time on this one, but it's very important. It's simple, smallest accident ever, but it can crush your fingers.
The rider was not paying close attention and quickly learned a variable.
So let's learn from this crash. And that right, we got another view. There's the impact. But right there, his knuckles hit. This is why you have at least like motorcycle gloves. Motorcycle gloves. Hopefully it's going to prevent his knuckles from getting broken. It's still going to be painful. All right, here we go. Going around a corner. We don't know if anybody's going to be in the other lane. It's a blind corner. There's the other person. We slammed the brakes. Thankfully kept it up.
Caused by the driver.
Dumb driver. Stupid driver. But like I just said in the previous video, is that when we're going in corners, intersections, different patterns, those are the hazardous situations. If I can't see around this corner, I have a line of sight issue. I don't know what's going around it. So I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to go around it nice and easy, just in case an idiot is coming out. Now, why would an idiot, think about it. Why would an idiot be in my lane coming towards me? Just look at this image. It's common sense if you actually pay attention. If there's a long stack of cars, there's always going to be that one idiot that thinks they can pass and everything will be fine. They're dumb because they can't see around the corner either, but there's a lot of dumb drivers. So always assume there's a dumb driver somewhere, especially when you see this. Blind corner for me, long stack of cars, there's dumb drivers. That means there's probably going to be somebody in my lane. I have no clue if they are. So I'm going to slow down around this corner. I don't know if they're going to be speeding around this corner or whatever, but either way, I am going to find an escape or I'm going to do something in case somebody is there. And then once I get around this corner and it's open, not a big deal. But just in case. Yeah, it's an open lane pattern without an open lane. Exactly, Smee.
A very dangerous situation.
Very lucky.
Driver.
And even that truck driver is like, hey, we're going to let him in because this guy's an idiot.
The solid line and while overtaking stops in the oncoming lane.
Very lucky. All right, here we go. Going around this little, oh. That's kind of like an open lane pattern, or they just didn't want to turn left. You see how there's vehicles in front of them and they switched over? Okay, but good swerve. Amazing swerve, moved out of the way, get not angry. Moving on. Oh, we dumped the bike. There it is. On a nice little corner. Why do you think this guy crashed, everybody? Why do you think he crashed? It's too much speed. Too much speed for that corner. Went too fast, too wide. Yeah, buddy, yeah, we're gonna have some fun here. Probably hanging out with his buddy. This is a great area to practice. You notice? Yeah, he's filming. You notice how there's nothing around? Now, I wouldn't want to be side by side with the car while I'm doing this. It's cool to get photos and whatnot, but we could possibly get hit. Oh, thankfully they included this. All right, but great area to practice. Oh, you see the leg? And the camera guy, come on. Don't put the camera down. Keep track of the guy falling. Like, yeah, I get it. Do your job. You're a camera guy. All right, yeah, look at that leg. That's what I was going to, right, Crimson driver? Look at that. Look at that left leg. Yeah, that sucks. But I keep saying it. That's where I want you guys to practice. Don't do it with traffic. Have fun here. Don't do it with traffic. It's kind of like the same idea, right? It's not really, but let's do a little thought experiment here. It's a little bit of a thought experiment. Anybody here like shooting guns? Anybody here like shooting guns? There's a safe way to do it. You know, you go to a shooting range, you have a nice backstop, everyone follows the 4 rules, nobody's downrange when people are shooting, all these different things. There's a safe way to have fun. Put up some cool targets. You get to have your own little fun, right? Now, take it out in public and practice shooting. Not very safe, not very smart, pretty dumb, right? So when it comes to doing this kind of stuff, go off into a closed area, closed course, practice, have some fun, do your thing, maybe get some video like this, do all that stuff. But then once you take it out in public, or something with a bunch of cars and all that stuff, good chance of it being dumb and getting hurt, good chance of you hurting somebody else, good chance of you getting arrested for reckless riding, good chance of all these other things. Just like if you take your gun out and you want to practice shooting out in a crowded area. It's like, well, I know how to shoot, so I'm going to shoot. Dumb, okay? They figured it out a long time ago when it comes to guns. We're not figuring it out at all when it comes to motorcycle riding. Just don't do this out in public. Have your fun in a closed area. Yeah, boy, we're going to blur out the speedo. We're going to be racing our friend. We have a left turn coming up ahead. Hopefully we don't go wide.
The corner, but thankfully dance without nothing more than scare.
There it is. Oh, he's going to have to check his pants on that one. So he lost traction, got lifted up over the bike. That's why the camera angle is all weird. And finally was able to get back on the bike. Super lucky. Super lucky. Close call. I couldn't have tell if it was in the middle lane. Okay. Oh, line of sight issue. That was a line of sight issue. Good job seeing that and waiting, okay? Good job on that. So what I always say when it comes to a line of sight issue, and this is something that I like to use as an analogy, as a metaphor, whatever you want to call it, is that if you're going into a haunted house with your friends, okay, you go in a haunted house, don't be the first one to go around those corners because that dude with the chainsaw is going to come at you or somebody's going to do a jump scare at you. So let your friend go in front and then let them get scared so you know what's going on. But if you're by yourself, you don't just run through the haunted house and you're like, ah. No, you're like, I'm prepared. Somebody's going to jump out. Somebody's going to, you got me. And then you keep moving. You have some fun with that, right? When it comes to a line of sight issue, when it comes to this right here, when it comes to riding out on the road, We don't know what's around that corner. We don't know what's around that corner. He saw that there's a vehicle, but look, we don't know exactly where that vehicle is because that other vehicle is blocking our line of sight. That's that corner in the haunted house. Now we're about to have a jump scare. Okay? So what do? We don't gun it. We don't run through just hoping. We just keep creeping out. We're like, where's that guy with the chainsaw? What's going on here? What's going on in here? Oh, there he is. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We let him go. Like, that was close. That was close. You almost got me. You almost got me. But you didn't. Don't rush through it. Creep in until you can finally see that it's safe to go. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. All right, nice little staggered position. Open lane pattern from behind us. Vehicles want to move over. Hopefully this guy doesn't want to move over into us. Okay. So he's in the fast lane. Whoa, cut us off. Whoa, dude. D-bag move. Yeah. Terrible drivers out there. Telling you that. Now, you can choose at this point. This is a great road rage lesson here. You can choose at this point to get extremely pissed off because now you're in a fight or flight moment because it like brought your adrenaline up, right? You can choose to go into road rage. You can choose to lean into that anger. You can choose to lean into that rage, road rage. You can lean into it. Or you can make another choice. Hey, we're all safe. That was a stupid guy. That was a stupid driver. We're all safe. What can we learn from this? Let's go ahead and calm ourselves down so we don't escalate our position for danger. Or you can lean into rage. That's your choice. That is the same thing for any situation you ever have in your life. Your girlfriend pisses you off, right? I'm going to lean into getting defensive and getting rage, or let's go ahead and have a respectful conflict and resolution. Let's go ahead and let's establish boundaries. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's figure this out. Was it a betrayal? You process, journal, talk to somebody that you trust, whatever it is, get over it, and then come to the situation without that emotion attached to it. Same thing with this. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's incredibly hard to do any of that. Incredibly hard. But what, we're kind of diving a little bit in here. We'll probably cut this out. But for YouTube members and for Smart Rider Crew, hopefully you guys are watching this. It's incredibly hard to do that process. To manage your emotions instead of going into rage or fear or any of that stuff, and to go in with a calm mind because you processed it. It's incredibly hard and you're going to fail a lot. You're going to fail a lot. And that's where forgiveness and grace comes into play. And your partner and other people are going to fail. And that's when you offer forgiveness and grace. Lots of things like that. So try your best, do your best, and understand tools can help you process it. That's why I said talk to a friend or journal about it. If you can journal about it, you're writing all the emotions onto paper. Now you can read your emotions on paper and be like, that's not who I want to be. I need to live to my principles. I need to live to the morals that I have. I want to be a good person. This doesn't sound like a good person right now on this paper. It does not sound like a good person on this paper. That's not who I want to be. So I will not act like that. I need to figure out a way to set a boundary or still defend myself, but without harming somebody to defend myself. So it's really difficult to do. And that's why you don't act immediately. It's why you process and you take some time. You might have to go for a walk. You might have to do something. You might have to do whatever. With motorcycle riding, you might have to pull off on the side of the road and calm yourself down or whatever it is. But it's tough. I get that. All right, let's watch this one. All right, here we go. Nice little group ride, staggered. Looks good so far. We're not going to be staggered for long, I guess. Is that a passenger on the other seat? Yeah, that's a passenger. Oh, hands up. Rider went down. How do we rescue somebody that went down? How do we rescue? Okay. So make sure somebody calls 911. Make sure somebody calls 911.
Who's calling?
Perfect.
Someone call.
No, you're not. Okay.
Does anybody have a Tremoto kit?
No way. Tremoto, are you in here? Tremoto, are you in the chat? Are you in the class? You were here at the very beginning of the stream. Probably not right now because you probably left. You know, whatever. It's perfectly fine. She just asked, Does anybody have a Tremoto kit? So what that is, a Tremoto kit has a bunch of stuff. It's a trauma kit meant for motorcycle riders. I want to hear that again.
Does anybody have a Tremoto kit?
There it is. So the reason why, let's see, there's a little bit of red on the arm, so maybe there's a laceration.
What about your neck? Oh, that's
Are they just leaving them? Okay. Interesting. All right, so real quick, going up to here. When I was saying call 911,
Who's calling?
so that's perfect because part of rescue is remain calm, and it says call 911 or tell someone to call 911. Not say who's calling 911. I mean, you could do that to start a conversation, but you need to tell someone to call 911 and make sure they actually call 911. The reason why I say that is because you have to get the chain of survival going. If you don't know what chain of survival is, let's go ahead and bring that up. Chain of survival. All right. Here we go. Images, boom, there it is. All right. So right here. It's hard to see. It's hard. Where is it at? All right. So it's for CPR. All right. So it's for CPR, but it's kind of like the same thing, okay? So you need to recognize that there's an incident, call 911 because they need to get to this EMS response. You see how it's like blue and then it goes red over here? Let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Let's go ahead. That's what she said. There it is. All right. So recognizing an incident, calling 911. Now the start CPR, you use the AED. This is for layman, like not, it says layman right there. It got me distracted. But this is for like any situation. Kind of like we were talking about perception, reaction, and braking distance for total stopping distance. This is perception, response right here, call 911. And then this is what you need to do. Like it could be apply a tourniquet. It could be apply, whatever, do whatever. But CPR, this is for CPR. But the main one is getting EMS response and hospital care. Okay. So if you're just sitting here like, oh crap, something happened and nobody calls 911 and maybe you apply a tourniquet and whatnot, they'll never get that EMS response or hospital care. If they have a massive laceration, you get a tourniquet on them. That's great. You stop the bleeding, but they need surgery because if they have massive bleeding, they have blood vessels being torn up and bleeding everywhere. If it's an arterial bleed, they need surgery. But if nobody calls 911, they can never get to the hospital unless you take them. But they could be bleeding out by then. So yeah, recognize the problem, call 911, do something, get them, and then EMS is on scene, and then they get the hospital care. So getting that chain of survival is absolutely imperative. It's super important. So him saying that, me saying that, that's why it's there.
Someone call.
So he's saying, no. Stop. Somebody needs to call 911. Now, I get it. You're in a big group ride. Maybe some problem is happening where it's preventing you from wanting to call 911. I get it. Whatever. Here's the thing, at least in the United States, I don't know where it's elsewhere, is that if they show up, if an ambulance shows up, if fire shows up, I was a firefighter and I was an EMT and I did all this all the time. And it sucked because I'd have to write a long report for a patient refusal. So if we show up and you don't want to go to the hospital and you are adamant you don't want to go to the hospital and you have consent, you have informed consent. Now there's implied consent. If you're unconscious, we're going to take you because you can't say no. Simple as that. But if you're conscious and alert and you say you don't want to go, okay, here's sign a piece of paper that releases liability from us because we showed up and you said no. So if something happens to you and you die, you can't sue us. Simple as that. And then we leave. And then I got to write a big report just in case something happens. So you can just do that. Do a right of refusal. Simple. We leave. But if you're over here saying don't call 911, we never get to show up. What was if something bad happened? What was if something in between him saying don't call 911 and you guys go like leaving? He starts going unconscious. He starts having shock-like symptoms. Maybe he has a head injury symptom that's getting worse. Maybe he stops breathing, whatever. Well, nobody called 911. We can't get there. Now you guys are calling 911. Now we're still 5 to 8 minutes away when you could have called 5 to 8 minutes ago. And we would have been on scene when he stopped breathing. And then we could have solved the problem. So make sure you call 911 and you can always cancel us when we're on scene. And so the smart one here, doing a quick check because she sees some bleeding.
Does anybody have a Trimoto kit?
A Trimoto kick. That's awesome. So stop major bleeds is part of rescue. She sees bleeding. She's going to try to stop it. Amazing. Amazing job. I want to know who this person is. I want to know who this person is.
Oh.
The only one taking action. And that's the thing. So likely to scared to call 911 is likely because of cost. So when it comes to a refusal, there's no cost, at least where I was at. In Arizona and Yuma and Tucson and whatnot, wherever I've worked, wherever I've heard, is that if you sign a refusal waiver, there's no cost because you were never transported, you were never nothing. So that's really what it is. But at minimum, we show up on scene, we're able to stabilize or at least see like, okay, well, if you don't want to go, that's fine, but he does need to go to the hospital. And this is something I would always tell my patients when they wanted to sign a refusal. It's like, they're like, I don't want to go to the hospital. I'm like, hey, great, fine. If it was nothing, I'm like, great, fine. Okay, here, sign the piece of paper. We showed up. You're saying you don't want to go. Not a big deal. Just sign it. Boom, boom. We're gone. But if somebody is like literally like really messed up, and they're like, I don't want to go to the hospital. I'm like, hey, I get you don't want to go to the hospital. You don't want to go to the hospital with us? You're like, we don't want to go to the hospital. Okay, perfect. That's perfectly fine. I highly recommend you go to the hospital. I think you need to get to the hospital. There's something here really bad. These are your vitals that we took. Something's going on. I would feel comfortable. If you were my sister, if you were my mom, if you were my whatever, my grandparent, I would highly recommend you go to the hospital. You need to go. So do you have a friend? Hey, can you take him to the hospital right now? You can remove the transport thing, but go straight to the hospital. Like I will try everything to get them to go to the hospital, whether it's with me or by personal POV, personal vehicle. So there it is. But if you don't want to go by ambulance, okay, fine. It's your choice. You're conscious and alert. All right, here we go.
You're in the lead.
Mount Dallas in the lead. Uh-oh, around the corner. Couldn't see that. Got very lucky. Thankfully, we weren't going super fast. Get out of that lane. Get into your lane. Get in your lane. Get in your lane. Oh, dump the bike. Slow speed maneuvers. That's why you guys got to practice your slow speed maneuvers, everybody. Get the smart rider drills. You learn how to stop. You learn how to turn. Everything at slow speed so you don't make that simple mistake. Everyone thinks about high speed stuff, but when it comes to having to actually stop, it's like, oh crap. How to drive in a roundabout. Okay, so we have to go right to the roundabout. Okay, pretty simple. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Okay, we're going to go right, and then we're going to go left because it's roundabout. Now we're going to exit out. Nope, we're going to keep going because we want to go to this one. This exit. Oh. They were supposed to yield. They didn't yield. Not a big deal. Hey, we saw this guy earlier. Yeah, how's your hand? Maintain a good space cushion, buddy. All right, here we go. Rambo Adventures. Oh, open lane pattern. Moved over. Good job moving over ourselves. I want to pick apart this one. Okay, open lane pattern. Okay, I know I talk about it all the time, but it's so important. Okay, we have that white vehicle in front of us. They want to get into the open lane because they're stuck behind a slower vehicle in front of them. They see it's open lane over here. They move over. Okay, not a big deal, right? So we recognize that. There's a possibility they're going to come into us. So we need to start planning our ride. Is it a relevant threat? Can be. Is it an active one? Not yet. So we get up to here. Oh, active threat. It just crossed over. That to me is an active threat because it crossed over into my lane. It crossed over into my lane. That is where I'm going. It's an active threat. Now I have to put myself into a new position for safety. I have to navigate into a new position. It's very important. So what position can I put myself in? Well, I can move over to the far right of my lane and then roll off the throttle because they can go in and I have my space cushion around them. Perfect. Perfect. Now at this point, roll off the throttle or apply brakes, just enough to get a bigger space cushion between you and that vehicle, and then restart the plan method because now you're in a new position for safety. Now you have to look for hazardous situations again. You have to look for relevant threats again. You have to look for active threats again. Simple as that. Just keep rotating it. So very good. So real quick, I mean, we won't talk about it. This is for the chat and the live stream and for YouTube members after that, because there's some great questions. I'll cut this out when it comes to the actual video. I see, where can you get a Tremoto kit? Mark W365. You can go to tremoto.com. And I'm not, I used to have this in my store. I used to have it in my store, but it was just messing up the store, my store. And I was getting like a 10% commission for it, but no longer. So I've been pointing everyone to Tremoto themselves. This is the Tremoto kit. So tremoto.com. So here's, I mean, it's a simple, oh, you got it? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and just do this. Tremoto.com. I don't get any commission or anything like that. I did a seminar with them in at Michigan State University. He gave me a kit. It has high quality stuff. I inspected it. He's given me the whole details about it. Great stuff. I've made my own. I have my own fanny pack. It's in my van right now. It has four tourniquets, a bunch of other stuff. I made my own, but it cost me like closer to $400 for everything that I wanted to put it, including the bag. So I mean, you can see the prices here. You can see it's a pretty good bag, and he's designed it specifically for motorcycle crashes and whatnot. I've designed mine for motorcycle crashes, and I built it because I'm part of the safety team at my church, and so that's why I have four tourniquets and a bunch of stuff. I have chest seals and a bunch of other stuff just in case. Knock on wood, never happens. There's an active shooter at my church. I also have some medical stuff just in case somebody does have a medical thing. I donated an AED to my church because we didn't have one. And so now if somebody has like a heart attack or some kind of rhythm that the AED can manage, now we have that. So I'm like, that's why I have my kit in a certain different way. But this is designed for motorcycle crashes. All right. This is a nothing one. We can skip that one. All right, here we go. Crest of the hill. What's around this corner, or what's around this hill? Not much. I can't see. Okay, what's around that? Now I can see. Okay, very good. We're looking down. Something's happening to him, but you can see on the GPS that it's a straight line. So even if you have that crest of the hill, it's good to have your GPS because then it shows that, hey, it's straight. But all of a sudden, there's like a turn. So this is why I have my motorcycle GPS, and I have Rockform as my phone mount. Love these guys. Lots of good stuff there. Check it out. Link in the description for a discount. But let's see. Something happened here. It looks like it's wet on the road. Maybe ice? Something happened? Maybe lost a little traction? Probably something happened with his bike. So good job pulling over safely, calmly. Oh. That's not good. Very lucky you didn't come up and lacerate his leg because you're just wearing regular jeans, dude. Even with motorcycle pants, it could. Oh, it even caught on his side stand. Isn't that like a big fear that your chain is just going to fly off on you? Oh, geez. With that said, though, grab a slice of pizza, and I'll see you on the next live stream. All right, so that was 50 minutes? Oh my gosh. We got two more, guys. We got two more. We're not jumping off. That was for everyone else that are watching this after the fact. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. All right. There we go. See, and we posted that comment. Boom, right here. And this is what you do. You hit that like button. You hit that like button. Practicing slow speed drills. Pilot, can't thank you enough for your support. Look, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Part of the Smart Rider crew. Make sure you guys hit that join button or not the join button, because that's for YouTube members. Links in the chat for the Smart Rider crew. 7-day free trial. Check it out. Be a part of the membership. Be part of the crew. Lots of good stuff in there. Lots of good stuff in there. All right. Let's take a look. I need to get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Perfect timing. Yeah, I drank some water, but I didn't get one of these sparkling protein drinks from Costco. Pretty delicious. Delicioso. Hog Rider, you did? The crew is awesome. I absolutely love it. You get like a sweet phone app. It's a sweet phone app. So make sure you download the app too. Cause like you can do it on the computer. But the app makes it easy. It's easy to use, much easier than the other stuff that I've used. And it's very, I don't know, it's not like spammy in your face. So it's really nice. It's very simple, very easy. It has a classroom so that we can have all of our all the courses and any new courses that I bring up. I can set up live streams for us. I mean, this is the live stream here. You can add it to your calendar, all these different things. You can just click the link to get to it. Today at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. What time is it right now? It's only 12:30 and we still got 2 more videos. So yeah, roughly that. Members here, all the stuff. You can see where everybody's on the map. It's pretty cool. So then I can see where like I should go next. There you are. Yeah, you can chat directly with me. There's the dyslexia coming out. It's cool to put faces to everything. Elad, I didn't know what your face looked like this whole time. I just see a motorcycle on your YouTube. And now I got to see who you were. So I mean, it's pretty cool. You get to see each other. Oh, you get to see each other. All right, so we got this next one. All right, let's turn on the fan real quick. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, this is today's video that they just put out. All right, here we go. Naked Mo. Brake lights. Starting to get a little congestion. Let's maintain our space cushion. He's covering his brakes. Very good.
Happened to the rider.
Nothing happened. Very good. What do we got? Somebody want to come into our lane because that lane's going slower, so he's going to open lane pattern. Nope. Slam the brakes. Oh, what do you mean nothing happened to the rider? He's got a road rash on his right arm at least. The bike might be fine because it's got the crash guards. Yeah, overall that sucks. So that's the whole had to layer down thing. So we're coming up to this right here. We have a space cushion and whatnot. We have a line of sight that we're off to the side. We have an escape. We have an escape path right there. You guys see it? Come on, tell me you guys see it. Tell me you guys see it. We have an escape path in a lane splitting position. It's hard to do, but this is why we practice our slow speed maneuvers and trying to get ourselves into nice little spots. And that's what we do here with the Smart Rider drills. You practice the drills. You get to learn how to maneuver your bike in so many different ways. It helps out quite a bit. And yeah, practice that. But so we see this last second, slam that front brake. And part of the other book right here, if you're a brand new rider, you learn how to ride. We do a bunch of stuff in here, teach you from zero to getting your license. We talk about progressive braking. Progressive braking. Right here, we slammed the brakes. We slammed it. Yeah, illegal lane splitting is better than wrecking. Exactly, Ellen. And wear gear as smart rider. See how like I have a system for all this stuff that'll help prevent a lot of things. Acquire and use personal protective equipment in case you fail. In case you fail, it happens. It happens. You're not gonna get a massive road rash or messed up fingers because you don't have any gear. All right, is that a wheelie? Yeah, Oh, there's the wobbles. We landed a little bit wrong, a little bit too fast. It's gonna do whatever it wants. Good job not falling off. He was just kind of sitting back, grabbing with his legs and just kind of... So lucky. So lucky. All right, here we go. Beautiful view. Oh, what the... What are we doing? What a thing to witness. What a thing to witness. It's gonna scare you a little bit. It's gonna scare you a little bit. Like, anybody played Grand Theft Auto 3 Liberty City or whatever? Doesn't this feel like when we're coming off from the old island into the new island, going over the bridge when it's finally opened, and like you get access to the whole new area? Anybody remember that? This is what it feels like. This is what it looks like. We're just riding, cruising. Then we got two drifting motherfuckers over here. We're gonna slow it down, watch them do it, catch it on camera.
This is another situation.
Here we go.
How serious consequences of losing
Why'd he do that? Why'd he put his right leg down? Write in the comments. Why'd he do that?
focus, and riding too close to a car can be, especially at a high speed.
Oh, weren't paying attention. Found the escape. Found the escape. Hey, that works. That works. It's not the best way of doing it. Okay, it is what it is. Maybe should have slowed down a little bit, but it worked. So yeah, put his foot down because there's a road hazard to the right of that rider. So understand, hey, something's happening there. That's why he put his foot down. Good job. Good job, Reality backstage. So slammed the brakes, found the escape. Very lucky. If that cyclist wasn't there, he could have just kept going. Oh, look at this. Yoink. Yoink. Not good. Why'd it happen? All right, so we have a left turner coming out of us. Like, oh no, we're going 35 something. I don't know if it's America units or the kilometers, whatever. But the road looks terrible, right? Cold tires, maybe snow, really cold water, whatever it is, ice could have some issues. So we're gonna have to do something. We got to do some type of progressive braking because the escapes are not very good. Still chose to do an escape to the right. Perfectly fine. Chose something other than rev bombing and honking the horn. So I appreciate that. So he's going to go ahead and swerve. Misses that person, but now we're losing traction on this crazy road surface because now we're trying to apply the brakes and we get into this right here. Ugh, that sucks. It is what it is, but I'd rather do that than like hit the side of a vehicle. But now that guy gets to drive off and he was never a part of the incident. Poor lady. Probably pissed off. I would. Oh, geez. Nice little impact. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Let's take a look. Oh, he's rolling off the throttle. Okay. Interesting. Okay, if you see this, don't try to pass them. They are not all there. They're riding in the middle of the road. They're making a decision to go left or go right, whatever it is. They're not obviously going straight. And if they are going straight, they're a little cuckoo. I'd be concerned if they're going to slam the brakes. So I'm not going to try to get ahead of them. I want the idiot. I always want the idiots on the road in front of me. I want to watch the idiots do their stupid things. I want to watch it because I don't want to be behind it because they could do a stupid thing like slam into me. So I'm going to watch the idiot be in front, see what they do. That's why. You never know. You never know. Yeah, bumpy road. Getting our Uber Eats out. A nice little horn. He's got a little... Uh-oh. Never stopped. Honking the horn's not going to solve the problem, okay? So we're coming up to here and we see intersections, right? Locating hazardous situations. What are the 3 things that we can do, everybody? Write in the chat. Grab yourself a slice of pizza while you're riding. 3 things. 3 things. Emergency accelerate, emergency brake, emergency swerve. Boom, we see this. What do? Emergency accelerate, emergency swerve, emergency brake. What do? Especially if we're not speeding, we can brake. Okay, cool. We can brake. I don't want to emergency accelerate into this. So I'm going to apply the brakes as progressively and as fast as possible. That's what I'm going to do. Now, what does he do? That didn't solve your problem. Doesn't solve it. Nope. Yoink. You gotta do one of those 3 things. You can't be just honking the horn, rev bombing. Can't be doing that. What language is that? All right. Yeah, buddy, we have a sharp left turn coming up ahead. What should we be preparing for? We located this. Okay, very good. We're going through it. We're gonna speed up. Hey, we got a right turn because the mountain. Obviously, it's gonna go right of the mountain. Oh, what happened here? A little too fast, a little panic. Dump the bike into the grass. Oh, didn't dump it. He just went in the grass. Very lucky. Yeah, wheelie time with all our friends on e-bikes. We're going to take over the whole street, going slower than the flow of traffic and pissing everyone off.
And the way I crashed was I was going from seat stander back to sitting, and for some reason my finger just slipped away from the brake and broke my foot. Had so much adrenaline in me though.
All right, we're good.
Broke his foot.
Moving, we're good, bro.
All that, just that will break your foot. So just think about that. We're on e-bikes and we just put our foot down because we fell off and it broke our foot. Now imagine going 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. What do you think is going to happen to your body?
That was not good. That was good.
Here we go. Oh, speed wobbles. We hit a bump. We hit a bump. Keep it up. Keep it up. No. Whoa. Oh, geez. You see his sweatpants getting tore up? Let's go back just a little bit. Why did that happen?
That was not good. That was good.
All right, so we're speeding pretty fast. Nice little blur. Maybe his camera sucks, or maybe he actually did some editing. I don't know. But watch him hit a small little bump. Probably going really fast. There it is. There's the bump. Bump happened. Now it's translated into the suspension. Translated into the hands. There it is. Speed wobbles. Going super fast over a bump can do this to your motorcycle. Don't go over bumps super fast. Your bike is designed to handle these bumps at the speed limit. Okay? Whatever the speed limit is, because it's a limit. It's designed for that. So now we couldn't do it, and we dumped the bike, and there's our sweatpants sliding all over. Done. Where do you have motorcycle protection on your pants? I wonder where. Huh. Do you think it might be right there? Don't speed if you don't have the gear, at least. Jeez. All right, what do we got here? Nice little camera view. Is he holding it in his mouth? Oh! Oh! Yeah. There goes his butt. Oh. Way to ruin your bike. If you know how to stunt, you need to also know how to maintain and fix your bike after crashing. Alright. Nice little slow speed, chilling. Love it. Love it. This is perfect.
Impossible to stay in control.
Is it going to be a road surface hazard though? Yeah. So he wasn't going fast. Just straight up lost traction. Look at the leg though. This is why we have motorcycle boots, because it's going to smash your ankle. On motorcycle boots, it has malleus protection on the sides where your ankles are. And so if it does land on it, hopefully it's going to protect it. Or it's just, if you don't have it, it's going to smash into the ground and break your ankle. Easy. So what happened? Let's go back just a little bit here. So nice, easy ride, just cruising. And the reason why I was saying it must be a road surface hazard that causes the problem. Because typically if you're going through these corners super fast, it's a loss of traction because of the speed and lean angle that you're doing. So you usually see low sides on these. So when you're not going super fast and you're pretty much vertical, right? You're pretty much like using all traction of your tires. You're not speeding, so you're not having to use traction to speed. You're using traction for turning and stabilizing, so it's perfect, right? So what typically happens then is that there's something on the road. There's something on the road. So we see a lot of crashes on corners and close calls on corners, and it's because people are speeding on these corners. And so we are all like, we can make fun of them, right? We can make fun, whatever. We can learn from it. But this is very common. You're riding normal. A lot of you guys in the chat, a lot of you guys in the Smart Rider crew eating the pizza, you're like, I will never speed, so I'll never have those problems. You could have a problem if you're going the regular speed. If you're doing the speed limit, you're just chilling, because there's a road surface hazard. So we have different problems than those that like to speed. The people that like to speed have loss of traction problems because they're turning too hard and speeding, and they have road surface hazards and all those other issues. When it comes to you riding and minimizing as much risk as possible, what issues do we have? Well, we don't have the lean angle problem. We don't have the loss of traction problem the speeders have. We have still a road surface problem. We still have those, but it's easier to navigate road surface hazards at a slower speed. Now, we're sitting here, we're watching our buddy up front, and he's not having issues, so we're not going to have issues. He might not touch that certain road surface hazard like we touch it. So we get up to here.
The poor road surface made it impossible to stay in control.
Right there, something there. We can't see it because of the camera, but I mean, you could just see the road a little bit. So how do we fix this? How do we fix this? What is it that we can do to hopefully minimize this possibility? It could still happen. What can we do to minimize? Whenever I see a road that looks like this, I'm not going to go in the area that looks all chunky and all gross. This is all gross. This is all gross. Gross, gross. All this stuff is gross. Don't like it. I'm going to go into the area that looks the best as possible. And that right here looks like this, and it looks like this part. That's where I'm going to go. So I'm not going to aim my bike to go here. Now it's like, Dan, you said that do middle during the turns. Yes, middle will give you a space cushion from anybody coming this way, and it'll give you a space cushion from all of this stuff on the side, and maybe even some road debris. So middle is amazing. But I don't do middle because of all the oil. I'm tired of explaining myself when it comes to that. There's not going to be a bunch of oil in the middle of the turn. You see a bunch of oil in the middle of the lane at an intersection because cars are stopped there and just constantly dripping. You're not going to see a bunch of oil in the middle of a lane unless somebody literally has a punctured oil pan going through a corner. Okay, there it is. Solve that problem. I'm not going to debate that. Right here, if you're in the middle and you see this crap right there, if you see it because you're able to scan ahead, if you see it, you can go on the inside where the road looks better. The whole point of middle is the default. You still have to plan your ride. Default lane position, that's perfectly fine. Default. You see a hazardous situation, you see a relevant threat like this road surface hazard, you have to navigate away from it and then get back into your default. And then get back. And then get back. Something's in your way, move out of the way. Something's not in your way anymore, get back in the middle. You just have use some critical thinking here. Some critical thinking. This is a bad spot. Yes, be in the middle during turns, but you see that there's a bad spot. So you move away from the bad spot and you get back to the middle. Critical thinking. Critical thinking. So yeah, sometimes this happens. This is why we wear full gear, just in case. All right, here we go. What do we got here? Oh, hit a road surface hazard. Ooh. How's his arm? Because going over that top part, it can really cut you up. What did he hit? That's not a... Is that a piece of the metal from the... No, because that looks like it's still intact. Yeah, it looks like a bumper. So why... It's a 360 camera, buddy. It's a 360 camera. why aren't you showing the view straight? Like, how did you not see a giant bumper in the road? Why aren't you pointing it? I want to see how far ahead you could have seen that. So that's what I'm trying to get at here, guys, is that if you see a road surface hazard, don't go straight to it. Navigate around it. Navigate around the active threat. A road surface hazard like a bumper is an active threat if it's in your path of travel. If you see a bumper on the sidewalk and you're driving by it, it's not an active threat because it's not in your path of travel. This is in your path of travel. There's no traffic. You can see on his left, there's no traffic. Oh, did he hit a car? It's not even a road surface hazard. He hit a car. I didn't even see that. It's even worse. The car is the road surface hazard in front of you. You're not paying attention, dude. It's hard to see. Let's watch it full and we'll get back to it. Oh. It looks like he just hits a road surface hazard. No. Bro, you hit a car. Okay. Like, got very lucky though. You got lucky then. You got lucky. I'm done doing an after action on that one. Same thing. Don't hit the road surface hazard in front of you and it's a car. Easier to see. It's a great song, but we gotta hit and run. Boom. Nice little T-bone. Hopefully there's no passengers in there because you have a compartment intrusion. I mute it because it's a great song. Let's see. Nope. Yep. Hero. Need a hero. So he's going to go ahead and chase him down. Now, you can do that if you want. I'm not going to tell you what not to do. Even though I do that sometimes. This is putting you in a very bad spot because you're speeding. You're doing something that they're trying to do. They're trying to get away, so you're trying to chase them. So now you guys are all acting kind of dumb. So just like he said, oh geez. Luckily, I was able to grab the plate information and pass it on to the authorities. If you want to do this, don't recommend it. If you want to do this, get close enough to where your camera grabs the license plate, or get close enough to where the camera at least sees the vehicle, which we saw at the intersection, and say out loud so the camera picks up your audio of you saying the license plate number and what state it's from. That's it. License plate number, state it's from, and if you want to, make and model the car. That's it. You have it on camera. You have everything on camera. You can give it to the authorities. They'll do their computer, the MDC that they have in their vehicle. They'll just look it up. You don't have to chase them because now you're putting yourself in a high risk situation where they could pull over and shoot you, or they can drive like idiots and you're trying to drive like an idiot to keep up and you get into a crash. Oh, that was dumb. Don't like that because now we have something here we couldn't see. Couldn't see it. Line of sight issue. And we're speeding. There's the escape. Oh, he almost made it. But he was an idiot. Don't do that, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ran over a little patch of ice. Oh, jeez.
Situation, but
This looks like Mount Lemon. I keep saying that because it does. That looks like Mount Lemon.
Oh, no.
He is lucky. 1 second. I know we're in the middle of this. 1 sec. 1 sec. What's his name? Get it, Juan. Get it, Juan. I wonder if he has videos. Get it, Juan. Get it, Juan. Nope. I don't see him. I don't see his videos. I'm on the YouTubes. No, that looks like Mount Lemon.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Hannibal Specter. Oh, hit some road surface hazard, keeps it up. I like what he did. I'm going to point that out real quick. Okay, he sees the hazard. He knows he's not going to be able to swerve out of the way. He can't brake. He can't brake because it's not going to do much because he's just going to be in a straight line, still hitting it. Maybe a little bit less speed, but now our nose has dived down. Big issue. And then also accelerating out of it. Not going to do much, right? So he knows he's going to hit it. What do you do if you know you're going to hit something and you don't want to get bucked off the bike? So let's say you know you're going to hit a speed bump. You know you're going to hit something that's in the path of travel of you, maybe a pothole. What do? You do what he does. I'm going to go ahead and just slow it down. Watch his body. So he's realizing he's going to hit something. Puts his hands there. Good job. Good job right there. Why did he put his butt up? Why did he stand on the pegs? Why? I kind of gave you a hint. Because once that back tire hits whatever it is, the front tire is going to hit. Cool, it's going to go over. But once that back tire hits and it's going to do this, it's going to knock, if you're sitting down, it's going to launch your butt up and you're going to fly a little bit. So you're using your legs. I'm seeing it in the chat. I love this. You use your legs as an extra set of shocks. So you have the rear shocks taking some, but it's still going to launch up a little bit. It's going to translate back into you. And so you use your legs as shocks. So now that seat never hits your butt. It uses your legs as compression too. So you're not flying off. So amazing job, Hannibal Specter. That's his name. Let's go ahead and watch it one more time in full motion. Let's watch it in full motion here. Great job. It's exactly what you do. It's exactly what you... The goal is to not hit it in the first place. So practice your swerves and whatnot. But if you are going to hit something, lift that butt up. Stand on those pegs. Lift that butt up. So good job. All right, side of the bus. Side of the bus. Side of the bus. Slow it down. Move on. Not a big deal. You saw it ahead of time. Side of the bus. Side of the bus. It's a red light for us. Now it is. It was yellow, so good job applying the brakes. Car did not do that. Found the escape to turn right. Handled it. A little scary. A little scary. Roundabout. Okay, anybody want to not yield for us? There it is. Not yielding, not yielding. Slow it down, straighten it up. Very good. Handled it. Perfect. There, downshifted and had to get back into gear and go. Oh, what the fuck?
And his name is John C.
Why did that happen? They never post the full thing. You know why? Because on Instagram, this is gonna be edited out. On Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and all that stuff, you have to post the craziest part of the video within the first half second, or people will swipe away. So that's why we're not seeing this, because this is a vertical video. So, and then, but on the regular videos, exactly, Ellen. On the regular videos, though, they do this because they don't want to show what they're doing. But I think this is an algorithm thing for Shorts and Instagram Reels. So this person's coming out, but watch the bike itself. Watch the bike itself fall down starts falling down before we hit the vehicle. Why would the handlebars do that? Write in the comments. Why would the handlebars do that? That's all I'm going to say. You guys know the answer. That's going to be a little pop quiz for the Smart Rider crew. I see it already. I already see the right answer in the chat. I'm not going to say who said it right, even though there's only one of you so far. 2 of you. 3 of you. 2 of you. All right, here we go. Nice, ugly sweater. It looks like he has gear underneath it, so this is okay. Here we go. Green means you can go. Oh, jeez. Whoa. You taught CMSP for years. Good. You know the answers that you can't. Nope. Mark, you just eat some pizza. Let some of the students, you know this if you taught, right? You always had that one student that always answered everything. It's like, dude, shut up. I need to be quiet so that we can have some new writers answer these questions. I'm not saying you need to shut up. I like that you're commenting. Please comment more. But Nate, have a slice of pizza, dude. Have a slice of pizza. I have some crayons in the back if you want those instead. Glad to have you here, Mark. Glad to have you here. Just making fun of you for no reason. I'm having a good time today. Hope you guys are having a good time. Anyways, here we go. We're getting to this. All right, so we're coming up here. He's gonna accelerate hard, right there. He's accelerating hard in the middle of a turn. It looks like it could be a little wet, maybe early in the day. It's cloud cover, so we have maybe some road surface hazard. And then it turns into a high side. And this is a very violent high side, by the way. So he's going to be launched over. Look at that. Launched over. Oh. There goes the right hip, right hand, right elbow, right shoulder. Head's going to hit right after that. His back is going to be contorted and hit hard. Oh. All right, nice bike. I love this. Just kind of lane splitting in California. Watch out for any open spots for a vehicle. You see how he slowed down? Very good. I got cut a little close. Maintain. Good job. Did not panic. That's perfectly fine. Good job. All right, this. Is he telling himself to slow down? Or is he telling someone else to slow down? If you're getting to the point where you're telling yourself to slow down, just listen to your own advice. It's as simple as that.
Slow down. Whoa. That's not bad. That's good enough.
Katy Perry. Very nice. All right, here we go. So we're cruising here. We have a crest of the hill coming up. Not a big deal. Okay. Got some Oh, what was that? Out of nowhere. Make it. Oh, no. We're not going to see it? How did it come out of nowhere? It's hard to see with that sun. Beautiful looking view. Maybe it's at the very end of the ride, so we're a little bit tired, so our brain isn't working. You guys know how this feels. You come home from work, you've been staring at a screen, or you've been doing a lot of hard labor. You finally sit down and you just don't even know what the heck is going on. Your brain is dead, just straight dead. And that's what's happening here, is that after a very long ride, especially at the very end of the day, you're just brain dead, very brain dead. So this is where we should slow it down, because we're a little brain dead. We're going a little fast. We have a blurred speedo. We're going to slow it down, knowing full well that our brain is going to be slower than it normally is, and our reaction time is going to be slower than it normally is. So we need to be riding at a slower pace so that we can react with the new slow speed that we're having. And I say slow, I mean, if it's a 55-mile-an-hour road, maybe go 50. Like just that 5 miles an hour, just knowing that you are purposely keeping yourself slower than you should is going to help you refocus. That's kind of part of the idea. So we're coming up to here, and he sees on his speedo, or not his speedo, but on his GPS, that we have a turn coming up. Okay, he even says right here, hey, turn. There's a turn. It's going to curve. That's what it's doing. Oh my gosh, wrong button. So he knows it's coming up. Oh, maybe not. That GPS is lying to him. I feel bad now. All right. Yeah, it's kind of a weird. Has to get around the canal. Oof.
Is the end.
All right, having some fun. This looks like a lot of fun on a little track like this. Oh, a little low side, not a big deal. That's what we're on the track for. Full gear. Yeah, the signage was trash. What's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, so we can either go straight or turn right. Come up to here, open lane pattern. Anybody want to come out in our lane? There it is. They want to switch over, not a big deal. We have a sharp left turn coming up. We can either go left or right. Okay. So we're gonna go left. Very nice. Oh, they're supposed to yield or stop. It looks like stop signs. Yeah, they're supposed to stop. Did not stop. Handled it. This guy is having a lot of problems. He's been in both of these videos lately. The last 2 MotoStars videos. He's in it a lot. Hey buddy, Cowie Kicks 305. I think it's time to take a seat. Let's go ahead and watch some of these crashes and watch some of these close calls. Maybe not yours. Let's go ahead and watch somebody else do it for a little bit. Understand what they're doing wrong so that we don't make the same mistakes. Now, I get it. That person ran the stop sign, so this one was actually pretty fine. But the simple fact you're having this many close calls, it's kind of worrying me a little bit. Little bit. Okay? But, yeah. I'll see you guys later. All right. That was that one. We got one more. Saves on funeral costs if the gator eats the body. Yeah. Definitely. All right. Yeah, sweet. We're powering through. We're powering through these. These are pretty good. So guys, now that there's 85 of you in class, okay, there's 85. We got another video here. Before we head into this next video, in order to get a slice of pizza, you guys know the drill. If you're going to be part here on the Riding Smart live stream, you're going to be inside the academy here. The Smart Rider crew develops this. The Smart Rider crew is the one that hangs out here all the time. You have to hit that like button to get a slice of pizza. All Smart Rider crew members get a slice of pizza already. They can just get it. And what am I talking about? The Smart Rider crew. 7-day free trial. Join up. Okay, you get all these different courses. You get the field manuals. You get the download, the rescue booklet, the Riding Smart PDF, the Smart Rider drills, how to buy a motorcycle. We can go back to here, and you get the full course itself. All the videos, all the way through chapter 9, from absolutely nothing, just the controls, learning all the stuff until we get to the motorcycle test prep, where we're in the parking lot practicing. And you get the Smart Rider drills, all 24 drills. Big old course, a bunch of courses, and a massive community so far of 217 people. 217 people chatting, asking, introduce yourself, general discussion, so we can just chat about anything really. And then you can ask your writing questions. We have a bunch of people in here answering and asking. I'm in here constantly. I'm on here pretty much all day. And then your crashes and close calls. So if you have your own crash or close call, post it in here. And honestly, I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start making videos of your guys' crashes and close calls. Because you guys have been asking me, like, what do I do? What did I do right? What do I do wrong? Hey, this just happened to me. What do I do? This is the place to post it. I will send a video describing what happened. I'll be doing exactly what I'm doing here, but for you, for the Smart Rider crew. You get a whole bunch of stuff, $99 a year, 7-day free trial, and you get basically over $100 worth of my courses automatically right away. And any new course I put up, you're going to get for free. Well, part of the membership. So check it out. And it's an app. It's a phone app too. It's not just the website. It's a phone app. I'm going to have weekly get-togethers. We have the live stream. I'm able to do a live stream thing, so it even shows like what we're doing right now. So I'm going to do some private ones just for everybody here as a weekly thing. And I might actually do one today. I'm going to do one today. I'll probably do it right after this live stream and take a quick little break and just kind of hang out and see how it works. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll ask everybody, like, what's a good time for you? It's very user-friendly. We got Hog Rider. We got Colin in there. We got Elad in there. We got a whole bunch of people. Check it out. Links at the very top of the chat. It's very top of the chat. In fact, I'll go ahead and I'll post it again. There it is. Check it out. Join up. You get a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff. We got 217 members in there so far. It's the school app. Yeah, and so the pinned post, before we even jump into this video, so the pinned post at the very top, I give you the links to download on Android or Apple. So on Android, there it is. That's the school app. On Apple, there it is. It's pretty cool. You can DM me. We can chat. Yeah, my goal for 2026 is to establish this, and I even asked, what do you want to see next? Let's go back up to here. What do you want to do next? Weekly crew chats, launch of the games, weekly challenges, a monthly bike night. So we got the results. It's 15-15. Make sure you guys vote. So it looks like we're gonna do weekly crew nights, and I'm gonna work on some weekly challenges. So we're gonna do that. Nobody wants the Smart Rider games right now, so it is what it is. It's what do you guys want? That's what we're gonna do. And then we can maybe do a monthly virtual bike night. That'd be really fun. That'd be really fun. Lots of good comments in here of what they would like to see. So we're making an online motorcycle club. Online motorcycle club. And it's all gonna be based on the Smart Rider principles, the plan, method, rescue, all that stuff. So I'm really hyper focusing on that. So the more members we get, the better. The more members we get, the better. What do we got here? Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. In 3, 2, once again, I'm gonna post it. There it is. Click that link. Click that link. 7-day free trial. Just to check it out, see if you like it. Stay for the courses and everything. All right. So 3, 2, 1. All right. Whoa. Whoa. Somebody put a quarter in the internet. What the is it? What happened? What are you guys chewing on the cable? What are you guys doing? Who's chewing on the cable? Okay. There we go. Here we go. There we go. So we got somebody crashing right there. All right, let's take a look. Oh, don't hit a mirror. There's a crash right there. Let's take a look.
Today we will start with a situation showing.
Yeah, we're gonna start with a fuzzy helmet.
Can happen on the
Let's
road.
take a look. All right. Oh, random person, angry man. Just get out of there. What is this, Portland? All right. Let's take a look. R6 Ninja. Oh, witnessing a crash. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Move over. New position, new position, new position, new position. Okay, good. All right. Nice little corner. Hopefully we're not going too fast around it and low siding. Oh. Oh, don't go fast around corners, everybody. Just kind of chill. Enjoy the ride. Especially with knobby tires like that. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. All right, nice ape hangers. Mini ape hangers. Got a ram mount. Prefer rock form. I love those. Nice slow speed. Oh, what's this person going to cut across? There, you've witnessed it. Slowed down, stopped. Good job, slow speed maneuvers. Guys, if you want to practice your slow speed maneuvers, we have the Smart Rider drill booklet right here. You can get the digital version, but grab it. You're going to practice 24 drills from beginner to expert, just really kind of going crazy. It'd be interesting to see if you could do this on this bike, but it looks like he switched to a wet road all of a sudden. All right, so we're getting up to here.
It's very important to
it's nice and slow.
Markings which
ooh, the concrete's going to be wet too, so nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no. There goes the ape hanger is going to get bent. Ape hanger is going to get bent. Hopefully everything's fine. Pretty terrible situation. All right, police. Here we go. We got a police officer. Hopefully he doesn't want to move into the open lane pattern. Yep, there he goes. Let's go back just a little bit. I want you guys to see the tires. Watch the tires get over the line. It's an open lane pattern. Even cops. They're not checking the mirrors. Handled it. Watch, it gives them a ticket. Road rage, LOL. All right. What do we got here? A biker not liking us? Or is it another car? It's usually like these big Harley riders acting like idiots. Yeah, I don't like that you did that. I don't like it. I'm a big man. I'm a big man. Look at my rocker. I got a big bike. Just let the idiot be the idiot. Don't follow.
I got time
Just,
for this today.
no, you don't. All right. Yeah, wheelie time. Wheelie time. Dumped the bike and broke her coccyx. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you can hear the groans of the pain.
Wikipedia. Black is the darkest color, the result of the absence or complete absorption of visible light.
This Cardo did a Google thing. Guys, if you want a Cardo unit yourself, grab one. Links in the description for a Cardo Pack Talk Edge. It looks like he asked Google to look up the word black. Interesting. Hey, what's up, buddy? No club, no rules, just
The
ride.
driver who hit a biker for some unknown reason. Further,
Okay.
rider reported
Please
that
wear a full face helmet. Wearing a 3/4 helmet's not the... You're not protecting nothing, dude. Whoa! Came out of nowhere. It's probably that guy from earlier. Was like, I hate Harley riders now because that dude cut me off. So now I'm in my car and I'm just gonna hit every Harley rider I see. See, guys, that's why you don't do that. That's why you don't act like idiots on Harleys. So if you have a big boy Harley, don't act like an idiot, because then they're gonna get in their car 6 months later and be like, I hate Harley riders, and hit you or hit somebody else. What do we got here? Another... Oh, he straight up went into oncoming traffic. Oh, what a D-bag. He did not get knocked over. Hey, law of gross tonnage at that point. Did not get knocked over. All right, here you go. Intersection. What do we got here? He's looking both ways. Uh-oh, you're not supposed to turn left there, buddy. There's a median. There's a median. It probably says a one-way sign, like right there, probably. Oh, maybe not. They need to put a sign there. Yeah, they're going the wrong way. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. All right, so we're cruising. Nice little view. What do we got here? Nothing really coming out at us. Oh, big ambulance. Ooh, got lucky. The ambulance driver shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Should have looked both ways before crossing over, even with lights and sirens. Just because you have lights and sirens does not give you the right of way. Be careful out here, bikers. Cagers do not pay. Left-handed turn right there. Oh, came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere because the text was in the way. That's kind of weird. So there's the driver. Right next to the B. Can't see much. Left-handed, sharp left turn. We have a passenger. You can see it in the mirror right there. Wearing a black shirt of some sort. You can hear him scream it. Scary, scary, scary. Apply the brakes. Very good. Moved out of the way. Handled it. Good job. Good job. Check me out for more. All right. Where are we at? I don't know, but lots of different traffic. We're coming up to a... No, it's an off-ramp.
Deliberately accelerated, making it difficult for
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and
decided to react.
move over to the open lane, right? Open lane pattern that we just did. Why are you getting mad? Wait, he shook his head. I was looking at you guys. Why did he shake his head?
Accelerated, making it difficult for him to overtake. He decided to react strongly.
This is a 3-year-old video. 2-year-old video. I really hope you're no longer riding anymore. If you're getting it pissed off that bad for something nothing, you need to find a hobby that is not dangerous. Pick up basket weaving or something. Nice little... this would be a fun ride. This would be a fun ride. It's like, where are we going? Beautiful hills. Lots of fun. What's around this corner? I don't know. Gun it, gun it, gun it, gun it. When in doubt, throttle out. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's in the wrong gear. He stalled. Brakes, 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 brakes. Grab that front brake. At least stop that tire. Yeah, you're going to stall, but it's better. Oh, no. Yeah, you might need to be in first or second gear for that. He's probably in third or fourth. Silvio Diego, YouTube. All right, what do we got here? Side of the pedestrian, side of the cyclist. Anybody gonna come out? No? Okay, what do we got? Anybody gonna run out? Usually it's a pedestrian kind of doing stupid stuff. Oh. Never mind. Oh, beautiful bike got destroyed. Yeah. That sucks. He's walking. That's a good sign. Got lucky. Could have been a lot worse. That's the way I would look at it. That's the way I would look at it. All right, cruising through here. Yeah. I can't have this music. Okay, got him out of there. Got out of there. Very nice. Nice little bike meetup. We were meant to go there, but we're done. We're gonna be a little angry. You almost hit me. I didn't see you. Why would you do that? Do what? Come around in front of me like that. I was avoiding crashing inside of it. Literally in the side of you. Oh my God, you almost killed me. I was literally in that turn. I didn't see you. I made that look. You weren't there. You knew you came from nowhere. Okay, it was still your fault, right? I was literally only swerving in front of you, and I'm like, oh God, and because I would have had hit you, that would have been like, you would have been like, and I would have been like, and then yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm like, what the hell? And I was just make sure you're okay after you just scared my life. I see my life and yours. I almost had a heart attack. Oh my God. I almost had a heart attack, man. You know. Okay. I hope you guys have a good day. Okay, bye. What is going on? What is going on?
Only this biker decided not to
Here we go.
differently and help the biker in need. In addition, the ambulance driver found out.
He's turning left. Okay, open lane pattern. I see it. Be careful, just in case. Oh, we got a speeder. Oh, biker down. Can we help? Can we rescue? What's going on? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Good job. Remain calm. Ensure your own safety. Have hazards. 3-point turn it. It is what it is. Like, what's up, bro? Oh, he's in pain. So he did crash. And he's got a trauma kit. I love that. You see the bag on the back? He's got his own trauma kit. Call 911. Ambulance arrives before they answer. Very nice. So somebody must have done it. I'd be very concerned about getting hit. That's why if I was in this situation, I would stand on this side looking this way and talking to him. That way I can keep my eyes on traffic. That's the only thing I can improve on this. He's doing a great job. That's the only thing I would do differently. I'd keep my back. I would not put my back towards traffic. That's basically what I was trying to say. There you go. Having lights on the person. Very good. See what I'm saying? He's got a bloody elbow. See what I was saying is like, you don't, if you see an accident, right? There's somebody that crashed, one person that crashed, right? That's one patient. If you crash trying to help that one person, there's 2 patients. If someone else crashes, that's 3 patients. 4, 5, 6. It keeps going, and it's usually a traffic problem that usually causes that. So now we have one patient, and we have 2 people in that ambulance. And we have 1 plus. Who knows how many people are in that truck as patients. You see how quickly it can turn from 1 patient to possibly 6 plus easy? And now you're the only person with a trauma kit. So if it was just 1 patient, you can handle it. Okay, you got enough. But if you're in a group ride and you have the 1 person crash and then all of a sudden 6 other motorcyclists crashed, now it's a mass casualty incident. So now you're going to have to triage. Who do you help? That's why it's so important to remain calm and ensure your own safety. Now, I will say this. I will absolutely say this. It's the ambulance driver's fault. It's the EMT, whoever's driving, it's the fault. It's the ambulance's fault. I've been in this situation before as an ambulance driver. I didn't get hit, thankfully. You know, I'm no longer a firefighter EMT, so I can say that I've never gotten hit. And I don't even have to knock on wood because I don't drive an ambulance anymore. They should have waited and crept slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly to get to that patient at this point. This is very high risk very dangerous for this ambulance driver. They're very lucky that this happened kind of where that off ramp is. And this is just how they are. This is where they got, you know, it is what it is. You don't go onto an interstate that quickly when there's traffic. You wait until it is absolutely clear. Clear. There's like, you don't see headlights for a long ways, and then you make the turn to get there. They probably went because they didn't wait. I've been on calls like this where it's like, I'm literally waiting for it's safe for me to get to the patient. And I've had people like that motorcycle rider yelling at me, come on, what are you waiting for? What are you, all that bullshit. And I'm like, I'm not going to get to you until I can get to you. It's as simple as that. Because I'm not going to get hit, and I don't want to get somebody else injured because of my stupid mistake. I'm not going to do that. I will get to you when I get to you. It is what it is. Now that's the thing. Now that ambulance is out of service, it cannot transport that patient. It cannot transport that motorcycle rider. So even if nobody's hurt, I cannot help you anymore. I can't take you. I mean, I'll get out. If I'm injured, I'll still take care of the patient. I'll still take care of everyone else before I'm taken care of because that's just who I am. But I can't transport anybody in here. I can't. I have to call in more people. I have to call in the chief. I have to call in the captain. I have to call in everybody. Be like, hey, I got hit. We got to do an accident report. We got to do all this other stuff. And then they got to send more people. So, like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait. So, yeah, it was the ambulance's fault. Absolutely the ambulance's fault. And he's doing a triage. This guy, I am Mandalore. Whoever you are, great job recognizing, hey, you're fine. Let me do a triage and check on these people over here. This truck and the ambulance and the EMT paramedic that's on board. Let me check them. Because they could be having a massive bleed or something massive happening to them. And you seem to be stable. So I'm going to go ahead and do triage. I'll come back if I can. So good. This guy's... He deserves a pizza. Have a slice of pizza, Mandalore. Have a slice of pizza. See, I would still help out. I'm not going to say anything for the fact that it's a woman driver. She's going to have a bad day. She's probably the paramedic, to be honest. Open lane pattern. Open lane pattern. They all did the open lane pattern, so we just traded. Oh, see. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to rewatch this because I'm going to use this as an open lane pattern video. This is amazing. And I was joking. It's a joke, guys. I drive my girlfriend and I everywhere we go. And then the one time I let her drive, it scares the crap out of me. I don't know how many curbs we killed. I don't know. And it's just, I'm holding on to that oh shit handle the whole time. I'm pulling on my seatbelt to make it tight. Like it is what it is. She's got a Toyota Tacoma. So, and it's lifted. Like she's all out. All right. So we're going to use this video. This is a good video. This is like open lane pattern galore. I love it. All right. So here we go. 3, 2. I'm not going to stereotype. Motogaga, I know you're a great rider. Is it your husband or boyfriend? He's the one that crashed. We're all going to make fun of him in the crew. I get it. There's no stereotypes here. Even though pattern recognition indicates stereotypes, and we do a lot of pattern recognition here. So, it's your husband, yeah. So, now we're all going to make fun of him, Motogaga. And this is all stuff I'm going to edit out anyway, so don't worry about it. It's just going to be for the members that are watching this. I keep unedited videos for members. So, anyways, here we go. 3, 2, Dan the Fireman. Here we go. 3, 2, not Daniel on the crew. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. So we have, open lane pattern. We're going to switch lanes. They're going to switch lanes too. Everybody switch lanes. Another open lane pattern. We switch lanes. Very good. Open lane pattern. They switch lanes. Everyone wants to get into the open lane. Okay, so this is not a problem for us right here. It's a problem. Let's go back just a little bit. It's a problem if we accelerated and we got side by side with this vehicle. That's when it becomes a problem. And then they switch over because they didn't look and they sideswipe us. So we know in this situation, we're not going to accelerate hard to get next to them. And you notice my first line right here. So if we do want to pass, we want to get ahead of them because we want to, right? What I want you to do is to create a space cushion and be off as far away as possible, because if they start to come over, you have enough space. If you're coming up to them right here, boom, they hit you. If you are going over here, right, and they start coming over, it's like, oh crap, 3 things we can do: brake, swerve, accelerate. What do we do here? We have space. We have space to swerve if we wanted to, or we can accelerate out of it. So that's why I want you guys to pay attention to your position for safety and locating this hazardous pattern that we witnessed here. Now, let's say you're not here and you want to accelerate. I'm going over multiple scenarios because this happens all the time. I want you guys to start practicing this when you're riding and driving your car. Write in the comments if you see this pattern and you recognize this when you're driving. Anything that you do. It's like, I knew you were going to do that and you did it. Cool. It's a fun game. Anyways, if we're just cruising right here, and we see that this person is stuck behind this person, maybe someone else like that, right? We can assume that they might want to come over. They might want to come over. So if we're sitting right here, we need to perceive that this could be a possibility. And so we preemptively move over. We preemptively move over just in case. And that's part of plan, okay? We're locating this hazardous situation. These are relevant threats. They are not active ones until they come over into our lane. But I want to keep myself in a good position for safety just in case they do. So then all I have to do is emergency accelerate or brake to let them in. I don't have to do an emergency swerve. I'm already in a swerved outcome. Like if I was here and I had to swerve, that's a solution, right? Well, I'm going to make the solution happen already. I'm already in a good position now. And then if they do come out, I brake or I accelerate out. Simple. Simple. So once again, let's take a look. So we switched over. We are going to go ahead and switch over because we don't want to be stuck behind them. It's a natural human behavior. They did too. Oh, okay. We do the same. We just did the same thing. We did a head check. We're going to move over. Okay, cool. He did the same thing. He wants to move over. Okay, cool. Perfectly fine. It's going to happen over and over and over. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it. It's going to happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So the sooner you understand this pattern, it's called an open lane pattern. If you've never ridden or you want to learn how to ride, it's part of the new book. Okay, we talk about this in the Smart Rider Crew. There's a link in the description for that. But I want you guys to learn this pattern, and this is part of Chapter 5, your first ride. We talk about how to ride in the neighborhood. We go from zero, absolutely no experience whatsoever, to getting your license in this book. But Chapter 5, we talk about the 3 different things you can do and learn how to shift and all that stuff. And then Chapter 6, we apply the plan method to neighborhood riding, and then we get on the street and practice and practice and practice and get to the parking lot and practice. This will get you from zero, absolutely nothing. You just need a motorcycle and a permit, to riding your first time in the neighborhood, practicing everything I'm talking about right here, and then getting to a parking lot so you can practice the motorcycle operator skills test, which is a couple exercises that you typically have to do at the DMV, so just get your endorsement, okay? But this is so important. This right here will keep you safe if you can recognize this pattern. This happens so many times. All right, here we go. Decent position. It's a little, okay, old lady. Walk. Oh my gosh. You guys see that? Yeah, I'd be honking too at the driver. You guys saw that, right? Please tell me you saw that. There's the old lady. Okay, watch. She's walking across. It's a line of sight issue. Dude just almost clips her. So even if you're walking in the sidewalk, keep an eye out. Just because everyone stopped doesn't mean everybody stopped. All right, here we go. Open lane pattern, we switched over. Open lane pattern, he switches over. So be aware, he was already off to the side. Very good. Applied the brakes and the horn. That's fine, but he applied the brakes. to allow them in because there's no way. Now, what else could we do? Remember what I said? We could either swerve, accelerate, or brake. Now, in this situation, we can't swerve left. Well, we can. You can do whatever you want. You can't fly, but you can swerve left if you're going in the ditch. Okay, not the best escape route. Now, what can we do instead? We can either, if we have a very fast bike, it's really good torquey, we can, bam, emergency accelerate out if we can. Now, it's going to be a hard gap to get. Now, this person's already going. You're going to have to go faster than them. Or we can go slower than they are, and they can take the lane. We can apply the brakes and go back. When I say go back, we're not going reverse, but it makes them go forward, and it's like we're back here. So you can apply the brakes or emergency accelerate out. But that is an open lane pattern too. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, pass it. Never sit by a truck, pass it slow or pass it or don't pass it slow. Sorry about that. Don't pass it slow, pass it rapidly. Perfect. Yeah. 3 hours into this live stream. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, merge area. Okay. They applied the brakes, let them in. We anticipated they might have done that. So we applied the brakes, handled it perfectly. Love it. Handled it. It's a beautiful area. Why would you want to ride fast and get through this quickly? You know what I mean? He's not. I'm not saying he is. But like you see a lot of people riding fast, getting through this stuff quickly. But he probably lives here, so he's like, I see it all the time. But for me, it's like, it's beautiful. Find the beauty in all these things, even if you see it all the time. You know, always search for the beauty. And that's a life lesson too, okay? Your wife, husband, whatever it is, always search for the beautiful things about them, even if you see them all the time. You always find it. Always find it. Always show appreciation. Always, 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 always. And you're just going to enjoy it. Now, it's raining. I don't enjoy it that much, but, I mean, it's a beautiful area. Okay, now we just got some... People don't know how to drive when it's raining for some reason. I get it. So we watch the idiots out in front. That's the thing. We watch the idiots out in front. We don't get close. We watch the idiots in front because if they collide, look at our space cushion. We can apply the brakes pretty easily, and we're not speeding. Let the idiots be idiots in front. He's just chilling. Just chilling. And now you have a fun story to tell your friends. It's like, dude, watch this video. Look how stupid they are. No, one sec.
The end,
And he's pulling. This is great. He's pulling off to the side. I bet you he doesn't want to pull off. But he sees that they stopped and they're going to have some kind of road rage going on. And so we're going to maintain a space. And I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to watch these idiots. So good job on this rider. This guy, MF Pun, you know, it's the very end of the video anyways. Grab yourself a slice of pizza. Enjoy yourself. Join the Smart Rider crew. There's a link in the description for it. Beautiful, fun area when it comes to all of us. Guys, we have the whole crew just kind of chilling in here, chatting. 7-day trial if you want to check it out. Get all the courses, all the downloads, everything from my store. Boom, right there. And you get to chat with me and everyone else here that are part of the Smart Rider crew. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream. There's that one. That's 3 videos. It feels like 3 videos, but because I'm tired. But yeah. That was actually a good set of 3 videos. All right. So what we're gonna do here, we have 90 of you in here. Let's get 8 more likes. Let's hit that. Let's get 18 more likes. There you go. Let's get 100 likes so you can grab a slice of pizza. Grab a slice of pizza. 18 more likes. Oh, one of you guys unliked. I see it. Now we're at 81. One of you guys unliked. Which one? Get that pizza out of his mouth. You have to hit the like button to get a slice of pizza. Get it out of his mouth. Get it. Come on, Mark. You said, come on, get it. Can you grab, Mark, can you grab it out of his mouth? Can you grab it? Ivan, you can hit the like button again. We'll give you the crust back. We're going to eat the rest of the pizza. You can have the crust. He took a second piece. All right, kick him out. Kick him out. No. Can't have that. Let's go to my office. Teleport. I see 94 likes. 94 likes. guys, that was fun. That was a good 3 videos. It was good to hang out with you guys. I'm gonna be editing today and tomorrow, basically a lot. But those of you that are YouTube members, it's only $1. You just click that join button. It's $1. You get the unedited. So like those clips, those videos. Like first one's like 50 something minutes long, but you're gonna get unedited. So if you missed the live stream, you don't have to watch the full 2.5 hours. You can just watch the full review, and then I edit all the other ones for everyone else. So they're gonna miss a lot of stuff, but they're gonna get only the important stuff. So I'm not gonna get off yet. I'm gonna hang out with you guys for a little bit. I want to answer some chat, and I want to hang out with you guys. And I really want to point out though, like the Smart Rider crew, and I see Moto Gaga has a question, but yeah, guys, the Smart Rider crew, like it's $99 a year, but you get basically $100 worth of the courses right away. Like it's instant if you pay for it and you get in there. So please do so. Hang out. But let's just hang out with the chat for a little bit. Took the like away because it had pineapple. Ellen. Oh, we have others that don't have pineapple. You didn't have to unlike. All right. Oh, the like counter. It doesn't live. It live updates for me. We're at 96. And I appreciate the super chat. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Where's the super chat? Crimson Driver, thank you for the $10 super chat. Pizza money. Appreciate that. He's helping pay for the pizza. Let's see. Off to get some lunch. I'm gonna go grab. That's your guys' pizza. I'm gonna go ahead and go to QT and get a slice of pizza and maybe an energy drink. I think that'd be nice. Just to get out of the classroom and the office. It'd be fun. My voice is starting to go out. I'm on the Discord still, I think. Discord's free. So Discord's fun. I'm not really in charge of it. I have moderators. It's pretty much been theirs this whole time. So, but they keep the same principles that I host here. So that's why they're moderators. Absolutely fun. There's a lot of social stuff on the Discord. On the Smart Rider crew, it's very much we're focused on the very small part of the crew that is like we're really focused on new rider skills and learning, and then direct access to me because I can't focus on 7,000 people on Discord. I can focus on 200 plus, and I think when we get to like 400 members, I might ask some of the top crew members on the Smart Rider crew if they can be a moderator. So if you guys are on the crew, keep posting because I'm gonna go based off the leaderboards of kind of who I'm chatting with, or just someone that I know the most. I mean, Moto Gaga. I mean, that'd be awesome, but we'll see how that goes. Is there a plan method single page which I could share with my friend who is learning how to ride a motorcycle, or is it only part of the course? Moto Gaga, you're on the Smart Rider crew, so that's you can share in the classroom. You can share in the classroom section, chapter 6. So chapter 6. I don't know why it's not. Oh, I muted. The plan method. The plan method is development of a few different methodologies when it comes to. You can bring your friend. You can invite them too, but the thing is, they're gonna have to pay at that point. Is this friend local to you? Because then you can just like share the screen and you can watch. I really want to get. I mean, I have videos somewhere, but that's why it is locked for. Oh, okay. Because you have to be level 3. Damn. Okay. So level 3 is very easy. So you post something, you get basically 20 likes over the course of your account, and you'll get access to it. And I did that because there's so many free people in there at this point that I do want them to participate to get to the courses, just in the free trial. Now that I have a free trial, I don't want people just like coming in, getting all the downloads and then leaving. Cause then that ruins the experience for everyone else that's paid, if that made sense. And so you'd have to get to level 3 at least. I think I can find do it. I would love it. Hopefully you don't make close calls for me to review. But if she's local, so local, okay. So once you get access, just share it And that's I'm not sitting here like I'm getting kind of like personal, not personal, but behind the scenes, I guess, where it's like I don't want to lock education away from people, and it's like I don't want to do that. What I want to do is make sure I safeguard the people that do pay, and so like I have a ton of these videos of me doing this is like very instructional video stuff. I have videos of me writing and talking about the plan method, but I have over like 3,600, 4,000 videos on YouTube, so it's gonna be hard to see. So I really wanted to make it easy, get straight to the good stuff that is needed. But if you like for this case, like Motogaga, like if you have a friend that's like sitting next to you and you have access to this, I do want you to share. I do want you to be like, hey, look, here's the video. I'm a Smart Rider crew member. Allow me, like, you don't have to pay. Just sit with me and let's watch it. Let's do that. So I have no problem with that. That's what I want. I think at some point there's a way on here to add affiliates. Okay, perfect. There's a way to add affiliates to where if you invite someone and they sign up, you get a percentage of the sale. I think there's a way to do that, and that's something I want to do and set up. But I have to like upgrade this whole thing, and it costs a little bit more for me, so I'm waiting on that. But it's the same thing for all this stuff, like even the Smart Rider drills. See, it looks kind of funky right here, but like when you look on your phone, this is what I really liked about it. When you look on your phone, because the Smart Rider drills are really like a phone-friendly thing. So like this is what it looks like on your phone versus that. So it looks on your phone. So like if you're doing the drill, you have the drill, and then you have the video too. Like right there. So it's really cool. And then you just hit next because you're out in the parking lot practicing, and boom, it's right there. The next one's there. It's all in order. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, and that's another thing. So ELAD, perfect. So when it comes to like getting to level 3 in the Smart Rider crew, so you have to post. Let's go to leaderboards. Let's do this. So I'm level 5, and it's taken me a little bit to get there. But this is the school points. It's a really cool feature. So you earn points when other members like your posts or comments. So 1 like equals 1 point. And this is the thing. It encourages users to produce quality content, interact with each other. So as you gain points, you level up. And so you have to be level 3, so 20 points to get access to the courses. So 20 points, it's basically 20 likes on your comment or post. So if you're commenting and helping somebody out and it's valuable that you helped them out and they like your comment, you got a point. And then it auto updates all the time. And so that's I'm trying to get people to interact with each other and produce high quality stuff to get to level 3 to get to the courses. And the people that I invited for free have already bought the course on the other site. So Motogaga, I think you're a part of that group. So you should already have it. But if you don't, I can just email me and I'll get it to you if you don't have it on your phone, like the download. Because you're originally a Smart Rider crew member, and the people that bought got it for free. So the new people that are coming in have to pay to get in. They get instant access. But if there's a 7-day trial, so I don't want people coming in during that 7-day trial downloading everything, and it's a waste for people that paid. So they get in for 7 days, but they have to contribute to the crew. They have to, help out the crew, and then they get access. But then after the 7 days, it turns into a paid, so they automatically get it. So that's why I have it set up that way. So the people that are in for free, just keep commenting, keep posting. You'll get to 20 points very quickly. It doesn't take very long. And here's the community. So it's cool that we can do the live stream thing. Pretty cool. So we got thoughts on the Grom. So right here, is a Grom a good bike to practice basics on, or should I stick to something with more CC? It's perfect to grab basics. It's perfect. It's the same thing, turning, accelerating, braking, all that stuff. And look, we already got Robert. I personally think a small motorcycle is better than a Grom. Okay. But a Grom is a small motorcycle. We'll figure this out. But see, if I like that and I like that, they each get a point. Simple as that. I'm going to make a comment there. How do I check if I had the one from before? I think I got it, but I can't find it, remember. You should have... I sent an email. I sent an email to all members. So check your email. If you got the email, then you're a part of it. You should have gotten it. I sent an email out to all the Smart Rider crew members from the other website for free access for lifetime, for life. That's a way to say thank you to the founders from that platform. That platform is great, but it doesn't work for what I wanted it to do. It's great for like a course setup. It's not good for a chat. And I wanted us to be a social community that is based around learning how to ride, not just, hey, show up and take a course. You did? Stream? Send me an email. Do you know... Send me an email. You're Robert? Hey, Outrider. I liked it. So you're level 4? So we got the leaderboards. Look at it. Boom, boom. Yeah. Level 4 rookie rider. Yeah, once you get to level 5, you're considered a smart rider. So you're part of the 1% of the rookie riders. Nice. So yeah, once you get to level 3, you get access to all these things. Very nice. Yeah, send me an email and we'll see about getting you there. I'll double check everything on the crew page and cross reference everything, and I'll get you another invite link if you're a Smart Rider crew member. We'll get you in there. I learned on the ground, went from never riding to being fairly confident, moved on to bigger bike. Perfect, Ellen. But this is the Smart Rider crew. There's a 7-day free trial. It's $99 a year. But you get access to all the downloads. So you get the rescue booklet download. So you just click this and you get the rescue card download too. I wonder if I click it, if it just automatically downloads. No, you get access to the front of the card, back of the card, and the PDF. And you just click the download button up here. Same thing for the Riding Smart PDF. And it's clickable QR codes too. Smart Rider drills, same thing. How to buy a motorcycle. And the same thing here. Now this one has like the videos inside of it already. And I'm going to update these so that they have more information. But it has all of it. Has the full course and everything. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The map is pretty cool. This is going to be interesting when it comes to the map. Cuz like it's going to tell me, like, at least in the United States. Look at that. We got members all over the United States. This is me right here in Tucson. We have a lot of people in Phoenix. I might need to do a Phoenix crew. Might head up to Phoenix one of these days and hang out with you guys. I mean, we got a lot of people in LA. Oh, what are you doing all the way out here? What are you doing? You got a jet ski or a motorcycle? Might have to do a... This will kind of tell me, like, we can host a meetup. Like, if I host a meetup in Phoenix, we get a bunch of people in Texas, Florida, California. Shoot, we got... Is that you? Hog Rider? Is that you? I visited this. This was a beautiful area. I went to here. I went here. This is like the Parliament building, I think. That was this is a beautiful walk. We docked. I was on a cruise. We docked like right here, and I walked. Like this looks like a lot. It's not. It's easily walkable all the way up to here. And I walked all up into here, walked along here. Beautiful area. I didn't check out any of this stuff. I didn't have time. But yeah, I mean that's just the United States. I mean, look at this. So it'd be kind of cool, like the more members we get on the crew. I mean, we got Australia too. Oh, geez. I mean, I need to start making some trips. New Zealand? I want to go see Hobbiton. Where's Hobbiton in here? Where they filmed The Lord of the Rings. But it would be really cool to get like a crew meetup here every now and then. Like the more members I get, that will help fund some meetups, to be quite honest. But Phoenix I can at least do. Phoenix, LA, I could do maybe a flight every now and then. Were there a lot of hot cars? What do you mean, like sexy? 'Cause it was cold there. There was like the dudes with the they were running with like I forgot what they're called. You could put a passenger in it and they're like basically buggies. They were running around. It was pretty cool. I think I walked all the way up to I went up here. Broughton Street. I did all that. It was pretty fun. We went through here. We went to Ketchikan. Where's that? I think we went around that. Yeah. We went up past here. Went to Ketchikan. We went through all of this. Went to Juneau. It was fun. It was a fun cruise. Alaskan cruise. Oh, I didn't see that. Hobbiton is not far from Auckland, New Zealand. Well, I'm going to have to visit. I'm not going to click his name because we're live. Because once I click it, it shows you who it is. Might have to check it out. But it's pretty cool. Like you get the classroom, like I said, and the community. And answer and ask some questions. See, Moto Gaga's on here. How did you put... I want to make my name that. You got a fancy profile pic. It's pretty cool. I wanted to make it Dan the Fireman, not my actual name. That's my name. I don't really care, but it'd be cooler to put Dan the Fireman. Yeah, I think so too. It did tell me I had to put my legal name. I think it's because I'm the owner. I had to do that. But yeah, introduce yourself, general discussion, so we can just chat in here. Your crashes and close calls, writing questions. So if you have any writing questions, please post in here, and the Smart Router crew will get to you, and we'll chat with you, help you understand what the problem is, what the solution might be. So check it out. And join up. But I'm gonna go ahead. I wouldn't be able to spell. I wouldn't be able to spell that. You're right. Go have your fun. This is America. You can have your fun. Ride the tail. I'm considered undesirable in a bunch of people's lives or whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. That's life. 75 shekels. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna hang out here. This thing is supposed to end at 2. So in 6 minutes. We'll give it 6 more minutes. How about that? Well, I want to see if this thing just disappears up here. So that's the cool thing is like I can schedule, and that's another thing is I want to be able to schedule weekly get-togethers, like virtual get-togethers. So like, let's take a look. Let's say, how do I add? Oh, there we go. So here's what I can do. This is the behind the scenes stuff. So I can do the title, obviously, blah, 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 set the time, set the duration, recurrent event. That'd be kind of fun. But I can do a school call, webinar, Zoom, Meet. We can do like a meetup to an address. So that'd be kind of fun. And then I did the link for the live stream. And right now I can't do a webinar because I have to upgrade to Pro. But I can do a school call. And what that does, let's do that. That's pretty fun. Like a happy hour. Let's get drunk. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not that. That might be fun. Not gonna get drunk though. But yeah, you can like do all these things. But it'd be fun to do this kind of stuff. But I think for now I'll do like a link to an unlisted live stream. But yeah, we got all this stuff. It's a much easier platform, and everything that you're seeing here is exactly what it looks like on the phone. It's pretty neat. The leaderboards are fun. The about my side, I can get rid of stuff because I can edit it. But 217 members. Not everybody's at $99 a year, and a lot of you are free because you guys were part of the initial invite. So I'm not making what is that? $21,000 a year. I'm not doing that. If it gets to that point, that'd be kind of cool because then I can do at that point because it's the members that are. I can go find you guys. We can go hang out. That'd be fun. I want to go to Poland. I want to visit Poland. I keep hearing great things about Poland. I would not know where to go. I don't know how to pronounce any of this. Out of all the European countries, I want to go to Poland and Italy. That's it. I don't want to go to the UK, maybe Ireland, maybe Norway or Sweden, maybe. But Poland and Italy, maybe Greece too, maybe Greece. But Poland and Italy are on the list. Poland, Italy, New Zealand, and Japan. We got some people in Japan. I would like to go to Japan. That's it. I don't even want to go to Canada. Outside of BC, that was fun. Or Victoria Island. But I want to go to where is it at? I want to go to Tennessee, maybe, or North Carolina. North Carolina would be fun. I wouldn't know where. Yeah, Mexico. Hawaii. Nice. Trinidad, nice. We got all over the world. Very cool. There's a lot more to BC than okay. I gotta check it out. But I want to travel the United States. Okay. Port Renfrew Loop. Oh, I keep hearing a lot of nice things about Victoria. But I do want to go to Poland. That'd be fun. I gotta get going, guys. I want to see if this thing just drops off. The live stream thing. This website auto updates really quick. I've been to Italy, but never Poland. Nice. Italy is great. Yeah, I'm my last name. I'm Italian, I'm a third generation American. My came from Italy. I think he came from Palermo. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. So my last name's Italian. So I do want to check it. I want to check out Rome. But Poland would be cool. You're part Sicilian? Gee. Nice. Both Tennessee and North Carolina, some great roads across the state line. I hear it's beautiful. That's why I want to check it out. I think we do. I think we do. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to do there. I would have to do a little bit more research and figure out like what I want to do there. I just want to like meet the culture. That's really what it is. I heard the culture is really cool. Very chill. All right. The fireman. Yeah, I think I heard Palermo was where he's from. I have a feeling he was mentioning I never met my grandpa, but my dad would talk about it. He said something about South Italy, and I heard Palermo. I'd have to figure out more. But that'd be kind of cool. I do want to check out Rome. Rome would be a place that I'd like to go. I'm big on Greek mythology, so Athens would be fun. I think Athens would be fun just to do the touristy thing. But Rome would be fun. Where is Rome? There it is. I would like to check it out. Visit Warsaw and Krakow. Hopefully I said that right. I always have to add an accent to it. Warsaw. Yeah, I got to check it out. I got to learn a little bit more. I don't know if it's going to be this year. This year, I really want to check out this stuff, and I only have so much time. I do want to check out Montana. But I don't know. The USA is pretty nice. There's some pretty nice places out in the United States. And that's the thing is like there's so many nice places in the United States and I haven't visited them in my own country. It's like why I've been to Arizona, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Florida, Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Idaho. I haven't been to anything else. So, like, I've been along a lot of the West Coast states. Yeah, how would you ship your Indian over? Colin was here, Hog Rider. He was at the beginning. But guys, if you, I'm gonna head out. Oh, let's see if it dropped off. Oh, it disappeared. That's cool. The live stream will like let you know while it's going on. So I'm gonna be heading out. This is if you're just now joining, sorry about that, guys. We're done with the day. But if you want to join the Smart Rider crew, please do so. Links at the top of the description, and it's at the top of the chat right now. You get access to a whole bunch of stuff like the classroom. I'm gonna start hosting meetings here. You can see where everybody's at. You know, it's pretty cool. Maybe you can find a local group ride. There's a fun little leaderboards type thing. But tons and tons of stuff. All the downloads that I have, you get download. Just join up. Have some fun. There's Robert right there. We got Sean, John, and me right now online. But I can answer your questions, introduce yourself, general discussion, writing questions, any of your crashes and close calls, I'll review them. Challenge coins, I would love to be able to get those out to everybody. That'd be kind of fun. I know Moto Gaga has one. But it'd be fun to do that. Especially if there's a way I can get, I got a lot left. Might be able to get those out to people. I'll have to figure out a way. I'll figure it out. But definitely get some more merch and whatnot. But with that said, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna hang out in here and do some editing, and then I'm gonna get a slice of pizza. I'm gonna get a slice of pizza. Hog Rider, I have it on the store, and I did drop the price a little bit, but that's gonna be the quickest way until I figure out a way to get it to members. So you can wait. Nobody's really buying them anyway, so they'll still be there. But yeah, love this thing. This one is 000-001. I have them marked on the back. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.